Hello everyone and welcome to Ready City Crit. I am as always your Dungeon Master Harna. Today we are playing The Expanse, our sci-fi fantasy campaign set in my crazy homebrew setting, which definitely was made when I was annoyed Spelljammer wasn't being made, and now here we are with Spelljammer fully fledged in existence. But I'd already committed to this, so fuck it, we're here. And I'm refusing to borrow any mechanics from the Spelljammer series of books. Fuck them. Fuck you, Wizards of the Coast.
Harry, you should just start working for Wizards of the Coast.
We want them to sponsor us eventually.
No, he should start working for Wizards of the Coast, because he already comes up with concepts before they even...
Spelljammer was already a thing. But
Spelljammer existed, just not in 5e.
Not in 5e.
Dragonborn Devas were not a thing.
Yeah.
That is true.
You basically invented one.
It's the picture where it's like, that's just Cass.
Yeah,
it is.
Literally, it's a bronze Dragonborn.
It's a bronze Dragonborn in like full Bahamut armor. It's like, that's just Cass.
Look, it's not. This is not a stream about fighting Wizards of the Coast, but like, name a time and a place, Chris Perkins.
I don't think you could win that fight.
I would lose that fight. Chris Perkins is a grown-ass man. I'm a baby. Regardless, let's start off with the man who's about to vomit.
No. Hello, my name is Ryan, and I am playing Cyrus Revenmar, a Asamar barbarian.
And will he remember to pass it to someone, or...
I will pass to Anthony.
Hello, my name's Anthony. I play Berestark for a Satyr rogue. I will pass to George.
Hello, I'm George. I am playing Atlas Moreau, the Owlin Druid, and I will pass to Mary. I don't know if she's that way to me, but I don't think she is.
She is on stream, yeah.
Nice!
I'm here. Hi, I'm Mary, and I play Astra, the ASMR Protector Cleric of the Tempest kind. Passing to Will.
I guess that leaves me. I am Will, I'm playing Volgir, the Ranger Durgar. Oh, Harry, have it back.
Oh.
I still think we should do a fun fact about ourselves, like we're introducing ourselves at a corporate event.
Like about your actual, genuine human self? Or
no, I will run out of fun facts very quickly. I'm not a very interesting person. A fun fact about our characters.
Like, hi,
I'm gonna run out of facts very quickly.
Cyrus.
That's a terrible
like an
that's an
AA
AA meeting!
That is a terrible
That's not a corporate event!
That's a terrible thing, by the way, to put everyone in the spot with. So, Atlas, what's your fun fact?
That is a terrible thing for someone on the spot with. Okay,
on,
it's a terrible idea.
Yep.
I'll give you that one. I don't know, I just want really boring facts, like, I tried to play the flute for 3 months.
Cyrus polished his horn when he was younger.
Like that sounds like you wanked.
He's polishing his horn.
Like practicing with my flute. Like had enough like connotation underneath to immediately be followed with like I'm polishing my horn is that is just straight up wanking.
Does he like paint, you know, like the shine you put on like horses' hooves to make them like look darker? He's like painting that on.
Fuck's sake. Oh.
Welcome to D&D, everyone.
Welcome to D&D, where there is always
No. Welcome to our D&D.
Nah,
this isn't regular D&D anymore.
Yeah, I can tell you.
D&D.
Do I have a volunteer to tell me what happened last session?
Yeah, I got it.
It's still better than the gnome.
I got a log. I wrote my fucking log this time. Somewhere.
I have a D&D story about 2 gnomes.
No. That story ends
Right.
with 2 gnomes. We do not need to hear any more on that. Had enough bad gnome experiences.
Oh.
What are we on now? Session 5?
Ryan polishing his gnome.
Session 5?
If you'd like to know,
go
this
gnome,
is session
you can't
5,
walk home.
the final engine.
In session 4...
That means the other one's fully never coming back ever again. And wait, what does that mean for the one that we saved?
No,
It
I
just
think...
means
No, the
the
final
final
engine.
engine, you know, of the 3 that you've seen, one's fucked,
What if we
one's
stopped it from being
This is the
blown up
final
and they
one.
just went back and blew it up like a second later?
Yeah,
they
they just...
left, the reason why there's no one here is because everyone's distracted trying to keep the Moon Isle up, and the Sun Isle is protected heavily now because they fortify the council buildings.
Okay.
That's why you had no support going on there, because they were making sure no one else was going to come down after you.
Fair. Atlas log number 4. Can I go? Am I okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
What you need is Atlas of number 5. but Atlas Log number 4, written by others. Or-
Atlas Log number 4. Explosive in the engine. A fresh day and an early meeting with the Chancellor. When Sergeant Pimperknuckle said she was quite a woman, I believe he meant quite a lot of woman. We had barely any time to hear the plans she and the sheriff had before explosions wrecked the building. We took out the first wave quickly. I took out a good few myself. Strange to think before today I've never killed a soul, only to kill 4 in quick succession. Not sure how I feel about that, but this is for recording facts, not feelings. Among the chaos, I was contacted by Roland, who gave me an inventory of stolen items. 3 wands of Dispel Magic, 1 wand of Magic Missiles, and 7 arcane explosives. The sheriff worried this was only a distraction and sent us on to the engines, giving Astra access to the Watch's holostrap channel to keep us updated. Navigating the depths of the tunnels once again, Astra found us the correct path. We soon encountered a locked door, and between Volgir and Barros, we made it through. Several rooms, doors, and the discovery of some strange suits later, we found the engine itself, but dry as tears had beat us to it. Before we had the chance to stop them, they started a timer on an arcane explosive. Most were distracted fighting, but one escaped, revealing the floor around the engine to be an illusion. I found myself uniquely suited for the task at hand, having both flight and a built-in breathing tank. I grabbed the bomb and flew down to dispose of it, my suit taking the brunt of the engine's heat. I should have just dropped it and flown back. I didn't. I pursued the final droids to a member, and in doing so blew us both up. I don't know whether it was Saparna, Katran, or Morana looking out for me, but my suit took the brunt of the damage. We emerged victorious, only to find they had successfully taken out the Moon Island's engine. The whole island was falling away with the mages trying to stop it. No time for us to help, though. The sheriff quickly sent us on to the water island to secure that engine. If it's lost, the entire city could fall out of the sky, but no pressure.
With that, you all have jumped from the self-carriage with the little lights like still blinking there, like flashing purple behind you. You've run into the park towards the waterfall. I believe we left it that you had just... had you actually crossed the threshold of the waterfall yet? Or were you just about to?
I think we were
just got to the
Crossing, I think.
crossing
Yeah.
the threshold.
Yeah.
So you kind of climbed up a few rocks and made your way over to the biggest of these waterfalls and moved your way inside. And you see, like in many kind of like stories and old-time comics and adventure books, there was a cave behind the waterfall the whole
There's
time.
always a cave behind the waterfall.
You see, as like this is all kind of like happening,
Fucking shit.
the corridors here, they are different from the ones you've seen on the Moon Isle and on the Sun Isle, which they kind of relied on this like illusion to keep them protected. This one seems to like shift ever so slightly, almost like the tide as it moves. The whole tunnel, as you look down it, like it's like almost wibbling and wobbling, and it's very like disorientating.
Just what you need when you're already not doing great on low oxygen. The entire room moving.
So, you do have a rough idea of where you need to be. You've experienced enough of these tunnels now to kind of like put 2 and 2 together in that sense. So I guess the easiest way for this, we're not gonna fucking get you guys stuck in a wibbly wobbling tunnel. That'd be boring as fuck. So if anyone would like to try to lead the group through the subterranean tunnel, it's going to be a survival check.
Okay.
It's gonna be a flat
I'd
roll
say-
because none of you really know the area.
Yeah. I'd say Barros will probably think to himself, you've spent some time on a ship, like you're used to kind of the idea of like
Wibbly-wobbly things.
shift wibbly wobbly things.
Sea legs.
And sea legs. Or goat legs. And I will just make a straight survival. With a 12.
12. Okay.
Eros gets seasick sometimes.
So.
A lot.
Barrels, with a 12, you are able to successfully navigate your allies through these tunnels. The problem is, it takes a little longer than you would like. The tunnels seem to not just shift and wobble, it's kind of seem like a perception like issue. They actually pretty wobbling so violently they're throwing themselves kind of like not quite off kilter, but they're definitely like making it very, very difficult for yourself to, like,
Disoriented.
it's not even that. It's like you'll be moving down a way and you're like, okay, this next T-junction on the right, and as you get there, the wall almost bends out around it and you walk past it and you miss it and you take the wrong right turn. Like, although it's still one solid corridor, like, your peripheral vision is being so fucked, it's hard to actually see where you're trying to get to accurately. But you do manage to retrace your steps in the right areas, and you do manage to get yourself to where you need to be. It just takes a little longer than you were hoping. After probably about 10 minutes of delving, you find yourself coming out. The tunnel kind of comes like a large open room beyond it. You see torchlight in here. It is well lit. You see glowing pink and purple hues, golden glows from actually like warm, probably like enchanted fire torches and things like that. As you see this room before you, you've kind of come in at like an upper level. You're actually about 2 stories up. This room is immense. Of all the engines, this is the biggest island. This is the biggest engine. It's probably twice the size of the engine you saw at the Sun Isle. And as you kind of like come in, you see already have beaten you here down at the actual main kind of like area itself. There's a selection of these people who you're beginning to recognize as the core issue here. This group of cultists, the Dryads Tears, and they are tinkering with things. They're trying to work things out, it looks like. And you see one of them who you recognize, one of them who you have seen before. Atlas, luckily not the one who fell with you, but you.
He would have been really fast if he managed to get all the way back up again.
Yep. But you.
That guy's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I know it. I know it. Who do we recognize?
You see, standing at the main engine themselves, you see a elven man, not the tallest. You see this knotted and matted brown hair. You see his robes kind of fall about his shoulders.
Oh, it's a fucking priest, isn't it?
And you see Tracky Ostrov.
I knew he was suspicious!
And, he seems
I failed
to be...
my insight check, but I knew he was suspicious!
He seems to be working on the central actual main console that connects directly to the engine.
Trusted you. We never really trusted you.
Stepana would be very disappointed.
Stepana would be very disappointed.
Yay, Cyrus gets to kill a priest.
As you step into this chamber,
Maybe I'll get to kill the priest.
Well, maybe you will, the way you go.
No, I've ran out of my good shit now. I've burnt through it.
None of you mentioned that you were trying to move through these tunnels with any kind of
No,
need
we're
for
moving through at
stealth.
speed, not
So
stealth.
Yeah,
you do come out, and as you do so, you are spotted and recognized, and you hear Tracky call. Fuck, how did Tracky speak?
He was quite gentle, a little nervous.
I think.
But he might speak differently
He
now.
might be different now.
He
I'm about
It
to
might
say.
have all been an act.
He turns up to you all and he says, welcome to the final fall.
Why did you make a weird porn noise at the start?
No, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Austin Powers. I love gold.
That just is his impression as well.
Welcome to the final fall, everyone.
My
That is where we're
magic
going to roll.
Fuck you, gold member.
It's gold member. It's a gold member. I made a priest gold member. That's it. I'm going to jail. Alrighty.
That's it. I'm using the glittery
Oof.
dice.
That is hot.
Nice.
I keep forgetting to select that.
It's okay. I don't even
Oh.
know. You'll
Sorry, it
fucking
just took
roll
me a
so
really
fast.
long time to find my initiative there.
Okay.
I rolled
so-
high on initiative for Atlas, but my own initiative there was very low. Oh, Volgir, what happened?
I should have rolled the dice.
I guess I'm not
Okay.
killing the priest.
But
Right,
it's just
fine,
like,
I'm sticking
Jesus
to the
Christ, these walls.
Physical dice.
The thing is, Atlas is gonna get to him
Ironically-
just before me.
Ironically, Volgir has a similar background to Veros on ships, so he's probably just like, he's probably more like, what the fuck?
Okay, PM 20. Just need to make sure that it sets the scheme.
I just like to imagine Barrows is like walking through the waving tunnels like, I've been on ships, I've seen stuff like this before, and Volga's like, you've seen stuff like this before? It's not the ships, man, you're drinking too much.
What kind of shit?
Guilty as charged.
Right, so I just need to double check everyone's fucking initiative. I have all your legacy initiative here, which is annoying.
Alice is still riding off her high of like, I blew up.
These are all good.
No one can hurt me. I have already blown up today.
Adrenaline is a hell of a sedative. Painkiller?
It's sedative, I was gonna say. It is definitely not a sedative.
Yes.
It's like the opposite of a sedative.
She's riding high on adrenaline and low oxygen.
Oxygen deprivation.
She's not entirely sure what's going on, but she's gonna shoot some shit.
I'm liking the fact that at the moment I'm joint bottom.
That guy you rolled
For
hit points,
initiative.
so-
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just letting you know.
Well, that cultist has not got any hit points.
Well, that cultist rolled below you, so you can at least hit that guy before he hits
Yeah.
you. I mean, you can hit any of
Well,
the
you
guys.
can hit any of them, yeah.
Ironically, the one that... Oh, wait, let's find out. I'm assuming the priest? War priest.
War priest.
You're a priest.
Just a stat block I'm using reflavored, so it's fine.
You said you were the god of nature! The priest of nature. Don't be the god of nature, it's too soon. We're little.
He's the god of nature now, that's it. You fucked it.
Alice
Yeah,
is
and
like,
all the-
hey,
all
we're,
the-
we're bros, right? Like, your family, we're bros.
Alright.
And all the
So-
cultists just turn into dragons. Adult dragons.
You're
and
fighting Tiamat again.
That
Says
is our
Astra.
initiative. It is good to go. Barros,
We do
you
have
see...
to fight Tiamat for
all
our
before you.
final turn every time now, because we painted that mini and it took a long time.
Yeah.
Hi, we're
we
missing
painted
an
that
Astra.
mini.
I watched you paint that mini.
I painted that. Don't fucking we
You did
painted.
some cultists.
You painted
Mary,
some
if you
cultists.
click
I
You
will
click
give
on
you
wouldn't
that.
Astra and
You wouldn't let
reroll
me
it.
touch Tiamat.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Because I
second
fucking
I
really
ran over, I
know.
reached for her and you were like,
I'm curious
Fine.
on how many hours
Like
that
she's
took to
not in
print.
the turn order
a
thing.
long
It
time.
took me like a solid week to print
And I can't
Tiamat.
sleep when the 3D printer is going, so I just spent days lying awake like, Tiamat.
Your hatred for Tiamat just grew with every print. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
It was the thing
Just
though where Harry was like,
instantly
oh, you
into-
might not you might stop Tiamat being summoned. It's like, no we won't. This has been printing for like 7 days. There's no way you're not gonna have it be summoned.
Harry, we're missing a
Right.
cleric from the turn order.
We
What
are
cleric?
the only
Our cleric.
What did you
Unless
roll?
they have a cleric.
I got a
Once you
9.
get that pissed
9.
off
A
with
big
Tiamat
9.
printing, you just walked into the final battle and went, I wish for
Nine.
Tiamat to disappear.
She's gone.
Natural
And
20.
Tiamat gains greater invisibility forever. Congratulations.
I did make her a lot of, you know, like those little newspaper hats? I made her tiny versions of that for every one of her heads, so at least it was funny.
Right, Barros, you are the first to act here. You see this big room. It's a 20-foot drop down to the main floor from where you currently are.
I see. Cool. Then what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to just blurt out, this doesn't seem very in line with your summon, priest!
Ooh.
And
It's just
then
mockery
I'm
as a
going
free
to-
action.
That's
I'm
not
going
vicious
to-
mockery, that's just mockery.
Yeah, it straight up is just mockery. Pull out a short bow and ping this one, this guy right here.
Perfect.
Cool.
You will not get sneak attack unless you have anybody to give yourself sneak attack. Do you have steady yet, or is that level 3?
I believe that is level 3.
When do you get your cunning action? Do you have it now?
Oh, I have my cunning
You
action.
could
Yeah.
try to like double back or move yourself first, and then try to get the place you could hide. Like if you move back down the stairs a little bit, you could try to hide behind the stairs and then like poke out, you know, around the.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously you have
Let
to
me
break line
see.
of sight initially. But like if you moved down the stairs, I would say like 10 foot. That will break because he's looking, at the stairwell almost dead on from you. So, or you go for those boxes would work as well. Yeah.
Could I use my full 35 foot of movement to get to here?
Yep. Bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide.
Sure thing. My
No, there's more
cultist
than
has a
that.
passive perception of 10.
I was too zoomed in. I only saw one section of that.
Cool. It's a 21 to hit. It'll be 7 points of damage on its own and 8 with sneak attack if he sees me.
What was your stealth, sorry?
Oh, sorry. Let me just roll a stealth. 10.
A whopping 10. Unfortunately, the cultist will perceive you, so he will only take the 7 piercing damage.
Yep, that's fine. And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Luckily, 7 piercing damage. The cultist is still a fucking big chunk. And then another cultist gets to start going. He will turn to Traki as if looking for some kind of guidance, and Ostros will point to the stairwell, and he will say,
Stairs are right there, man. Just.
"Wait, don't just stand there. Get up and stop them."
Fuck you, gold member!
He'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. He will... How far is he from Beros? 30 from Beros. He's going to take his really long blade that he has, and he is going to charge up these stairs. 5, 10, 15.
I was waiting for Harry to pull out and just go. He's going to pull out his 30-foot spear and just start poking you.
And yeah, so he just dashes up towards you, Beros, trying to make up this ground and block the stairwell as best they can. Atlas,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
I was gonna do something and then the guy moved. Hang on. Let me look at some things. Okay, in a 20-foot cube,
Mm-hmm.
I think I can get four of these guys? No, wait, that's 25 foot. 3 of these guys. Yeah?
Hang on. Well, a 20-foot cube would be.
Sorry, it's hard to 20-foot cube.
So hang on. Where are you? What are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get as many guys as I can within a 20-foot cube.
Okay. So a 20-foot cube would be
Oh, there's so many things appearing.
this, the gray line.
Okay.
So
Move it around.
I can put it down. Hang on.
I'm always that asshole who doesn't know the best way to hit someone, aren't I?
If I do
Oh, okay.
this, that's 20-foot cube in gray.
Okay.
I think only I can move it because it's my token.
Okay.
And also you got a ruler tool up, which will definitely let you move it.
Oh yeah.
Let me try giving you permission. I don't think I give you permission to move it. If you just take the box tool, just draw a box.
What the fucking? Oh, nice. I didn't know I could do that.
Yep.
What a tool this. Oh no, I'm drawing more boxes. Don't do that. Sorry, there's a tiny
So,
box there.
as
Take
a
that.
note, by the way, for AoE spells, this is very, very important. It has to originate in the point where 4 squares meet. That's what
Yeah,
you.
so I
that-
can't go in between my
No,
squares.
so you have to. That is how boxes work.
I got like
under-
3 guys.
for targeting, because I had a big fucking debate about this before. It's
Yeah, you've done this fight.
The hard rule is when you target a spell, the target area has to be a point where 2 lines cross. That is
Why-
just the hard rule for working on a grid.
Why am I curious on how in depth this argument got? Because it sounds like it was a very
The
long
original argument was
Fight,
about a
fight,
cone.
fight.
Because the cone effect they were arguing would be anything that the cone touches would let them hit. So their argument was let's say for while George works out what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah, go ahead with this argument.
Their argument would be if they had a cone effect that would say we started like here, like let's say like a 30-foot cone. They're like, okay, well with a 30-foot cone I can hit everyone then, because as long as my 30-foot cone can hit it can even it only hits them like a little bit, like a little, like see like the guy at the bottom right there. It's like even if it hits like that because it touches his square, he's hit by it. It's like, and I was like, no, if it's like more than half a square, I'm gonna use like old Warhammer fucking rules. More than half the base is affected because that seems more fair. And they're like, no, it's every square. I was like, okay, then I'm just gonna use the cube rules instead, which is a fucking 30-foot grid. It only hits like it hits like squares, so it expands out in squares effectively.
Is this your other campaign?
Yeah. So like, so if, for instance, if you're doing a 30-foot cube, you would have to do like this. So you could do it something like it has to like expand out in like a sensible manner, you know, like of like a 30-foot from the origin, always getting a little bit bigger until it hits. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's over 30 foot, but that would be it. That's the max area you can actually affect with a 30-foot cone. So it basically makes it more balanced.
Cool.
That's so many squares. I'm not gonna do that anyway, because I
Cool.
can't hit enough guys.
Grant?
I'm going to Wand of Magic Missile the Priest.
Okay. Is that the one magic missile you picked up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You did long rest, so it has recharged. Did you roll for its charges or anything? Does it just regain all charges?
Hang on, I'm on the wrong thing.
The wand
It
regains
regains
1d6 plus 1,
one
so
expended
please
charges.
roll 1d6 plus 1, because whenever you entered the area, they tried to use it at its full charge on you, if you recall. So it had no charges. Okay, it has 6 charges out of 7.
That's 6.
That's pretty good. How many wands and where you blast them? You can pick multiple targets.
Question.
Yes. Answer.
If I'm only a 2nd level character, can I cast it at higher levels
Yep,
using the wand?
that's what wands do.
Cool.
Technically, you're not casting at a higher level. You expend more charges to do more dice damage.
I will do a 3rd level magic missile, just all at Tracky.
Okay. So you roll your damage if you're casting the wand. If you're casting it at 3 darts, yep. Then yeah, go for it. Cast your 3 charges. You should hopefully just roll the damage for you. It just rolls 1 damage, and that just kind of carries over.
So what do I just keep rolling it? Or?
No, that's fine. You've done it.
Okay.
So your damage can be 3 for every dart that hits. You're gonna pump them all into him. Normally it would do 3 damage. So normally it would do 3 darts. If you're casting at 3rd level, it means you do 5. So that's a total of 15 damage to him. As they just hit.
Bam, 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 bam.
Just fly out over. Pew pew kazoo. Hit Tracky square each one. He looks injured, but he's still standing.
Yeah. I don't really have anything I can do as bonus action, so that's me.
Alrighty, a load of cultists are gonna do shit. The one who was injured, you watch, he pulls out a potion, and he's gonna drink it. He always
I
gets
love
so
how
annoyed.
offended we are every
He
time.
always gets so annoyed. Look, it's a
Me
magic
and
world.
George, me and
More
George
people
just
can
kept
fucking
getting
die.
active.
They're expensive, okay?
Yeah, this guy's about to get fucking killed. You think he cares about 50 gold of potion right now? It's a perfect time for him to use it.
Also, they probably didn't even buy them. They probably just stole them.
Yeah.
Yeah. From that shot that.
All I'm saying is
I'm
that
just
it's
saying-
only enemies that I've injured that end up taking these potions.
Just
I'm just
Can't
saying-
you fucking kill him outright like that?
Can I-
Just goes like, and I blow his brains out, and then his headshot, and him, oh, also instantly killed.
Just, I was about to say, just point it out. If we manage to kill them in the first shot, in theory, might have a health potion. Then.
So I'll tell you what to do.
That's the upsetting thing.
Every
that
combat
if they
you guys
drink
get
the health
into,
potion,
I roll
we
a
don't get it.
d6. Alright, I roll like for however
Of,
many
like,
there
who
are.
has health
Of like
potions?
how many of them have a health potion on them, and then I like divvy it out as needed, obviously, because they could pass it to each other if need to be.
I like how it's like, okay, they carry health potions. That means we have to kill them as fast as possible.
Yeah, in
What
one
do you
shot
think
if
I've
possible.
been doing?
Disintegrating cultists is what you've
Yeah.
been doing.
I haven't been disintegrating them. I've been shooting them through the face with a glowing arrow. They're still there, with less face.
Their face is disintegrated.
Yeah, little bit. Little bit of radiant damage to the face.
Right, this guy's moving. Is he gonna dash all the way up? Probably not. He's gonna go. This guy begins climbing up those boxes at the corner there. It's still gonna be quite a jump from the get up to the level where Barros is, but it's gonna be significantly easier than trying to
I
just
hope
jump
he
to 10
fails
foot.
miserably.
Cyrus.
Gonna take a big old step forward.
Yep.
Can I hit him from here
With
with a
what?
javelin?
Yeah, you could throw a javelin down there. Try to javelin him in the back.
Javelin.
You could also just jump off the stairs and just try to
Get him.
get
I
him
thought
as
you were
fall.
going to superhero that and just fucking cut him from underneath.
Yeah.
They're very taxing on the knees.
Have you burned
Alright
through all
then,
your
Bo.
rages?
Yeah.
You can't get
So
mad for a little bit. You've used up all
I'm
your
gonna.
mad.
Yeah, all
You
my
already
mad
burned out.
used up. I'm so
it's like when a
tired.
child has too many
He's used up all
tantrums.
his mad, and
I'm
all he can
right-
be now is disappointed.
Right now, I'm just that wee kid that's like, I'm gonna go for a nap. You gonna go for a nap? I wanna go for a nap. Gotta throw my javelin at the priest.
Priest.
At the
He has a
priest
health
or
potion.
at the
Ah, that bollocks. That was nearly a 16.
well, it was
Wait.
an 8.
No,
and
that's
that
Oh
was
wait,
a
no,
miss.
sorry. That is
Cultist,
not
I
the
assume
priest.
you were targeting.
Yeah, that this guy.
Yeah, it still misses.
Yeah.
Which one is the priest?
The one over
old
here, I'm
one.
assuming.
This guy.
The
The
little
old
Old
guy.
boy,
Bald old
because
man.
that's a war priest token.
Yeah, that
Um,
guy's bald.
Yeah, no, the
So,
guy you're fighting has like mad.
he looks
bronze.
too
Shaved his
smiley.
head.
He looks
Bonus
very smiley.
action frustration because I don't have rage.
Okay.
You just like kick some rocks. You're like,
It's,
nah.
it's a free action to be irate. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can be irate.
I rate
the box.
and then that's my turn.
Astra.
Okay, people have moved, so say like 5 feet here and then I can get to here with like 30 feet coming.
Only
Sorry,
I
it's
had
fine.
time for a little nap before
Like
this.
here. No. Yes, here.
I think I need a long rest to get my rage back.
I get my wild shapes back on a short rest.
Yeah.
Have we done anything that would give me back my
I think we
oh,
literally
Let's head
rushed from one
straight
fight to
here.
You
the
guys
other.
have
We've
rushed
had
straight here.
no time for a short rest.
Is this
Uh,
like rough terrain or is like just clamber on top of these without any? No. Yeah, okay. I will smack
Smack 'em
this person
from
as
there.
they're trying to climb up.
Also, I'm going to take a slight moment here just to shout out Medosu, who dropped 10k biddies, by the way. He
Means nothing to
wanted the barbarian to do a performance check for an item, which I'm not going to do, but I will say that for 10k, you guys could have a little point of inspiration sprinkled in there. That's definitely support for the players, not for the DM.
Okay. Gonna smack him in the face.
That was like fucking like you guys need to keep an eye on the chat as well because I haven't even looked. That was like 10 minutes ago. Shit.
It's really not 20. Damn it. Can I have that inspiration now?
I mean, it's there. It's open.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
Immediately used by the cleric.
Hopefully it does something. Like, I didn't use... I
Did we
did
get
something.
one each, or was that just a
One
collective?
for the group. You also still have your communal once per session, which none of you have fucking
Oh
used
yeah, I
yet.
forgot we did that.
You have your like, hey, that was really in character. I'm gonna give you inspiration, or like this rule needs to work. Fucking pump the
I
inspiration.
jumped out of an island with a bomb.
Yeah,
no
I
one
know
gave
you
me
did.
shit for it.
This is your one reminder. I thought maybe
Can
you were
we-
just trying to save for something epic, and like clearly
Can
that's
we
not
just-
the case.
Can we retroactively give her that? Because I forgot there was a thing.
Can we retroactively go back to last session and give her advantage on a roll that she already made and like
Can we just say that I would have got it though? Like it was cool enough?
yeah, you
Okay.
used it. It's done now. It only lasts for that session anyway, so
10 damage.
10 damage. Fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Thank
you move
you
up.
for
This
the
guy's
info.
got his little like hands on the edge about to come up, and Asher just walks over a fucking warhammer, and she just like brings it down on one hand, like misses completely, and then like somehow just like smacks again properly and hits the other hand. It's just like he falls back. It's like cracks his back on the ground, just dead.
I like to think you swing it, like miss his hand, and you're like, oh for fuck's sake, you just like shove it forward like directly into his face.
That's what I was like. It's like, ah, fuck it. Just
Yeah,
like,
you fucking
pop.
you kill this boy.
whack-a-mole him. Okay.
You can thank Medosio for that, I guess. Fucking hell.
Equidos.
Unbalance the encounter just for fucking money. This is literally pay to win.
Pay to win!
Halloween!
If you fucking donate to if you donate to the channel yourselves, I'm not gonna pay you the cut from your money you put in. It's gonna go to everybody else but you, okay? And no fucking PayPaling each other the money back. Twitch still gets half, remember?
I need some
Twitch still gets
inspiration.
half.
Send me some inspiration.
Okay, Ryan, just cancel that transaction then, don't worry about it.
Sorry, Ryan.
I just keep remembering to reuse my Amazon Prime one every so often.
Maybe if
that's
someone
fine.
donates enough, Cyrus will get an extra horn.
Yep. Oh. May
If
take
you
a while.
send Harry
Another horn to polish.
if you send Harry $100, Cyrus can just grow a new horn and make his father proud.
Oh, it'll take a lot more to do that.
Regardless, Volgear, it is your turn.
Right. Righty-ho, righty-ho, righty-ho. So I've got no spell slots, that's helpful. Right. Now I need to find which screen I'm on. There we go. Right, so I'm going to take me bow and shoot said dead. Anyone look injured?
I shot the
I'm
priest.
looking a little.
Priest looks injured, everyone else is healthy. Apart from the
Right,
fucking dead guy.
I'm shooting the priest.
Every time.
That will be a massive miss.
An 11 against a war priest, unfortunately, will miss. You fire, and as it strikes into his like robes and his flowing vestiges, as you strike into him, the arrow, Volgear, you watch it just glances off at such a sheer angle. He's wearing some kind of like the way you can tell it is definitely. It might not be full plate, but he's definitely at least got a breastplate on under there. The arrow has glanced off. If he wasn't armored, that would have hit him square in the heart.
The token has such a smug smile.
Is there any? I'm guessing now that I've shot, I can't have a quick gander around, see if I can see anything that looks like the thing from the last. Yeah, I thought so.
What's your passive perception? And what do you like hoping to find?
I'm just seeing if there's anything that matches what we saw at the engine room, the other bomb thing, the other backpack or whatever it was.
What's your passive perception? It's pretty good.
14.
14. Yeah, it looks like he has a rucksack of various bits of, and you see he has a wand currently. He looks like it's a similar wand to dispel magic that was in the previous one.
Are these? Let me be able to ping. Are these?
They are scaffolding. You could jump to them from where you are. Yes.
Can I use my movement to jump, or do I need?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it's a 10. What's your strength?
15.
15. So I think that means for a running jump, you can jump 15 foot, without needing to make a check. I will double check. Long jump.
Well, that's 10 foot, so.
Yep, you can cover a number of foot up to your strength score if you move at least 15 foot immediately before the jump. If you don't, if it's just a standing jump, you can move half the distance. So if you have if you would need 10 foot to jump that gap clear.
So
from ledge
if
to
I
ledge.
get right, let me just work this out. That's 15 foot there, which puts me there. So if I move there, so if I move here.
Yeah, remember, Volgaris, you started your turn back here, so you could, if you want, running
just run,
there, jump. You know, that's it's just the momentum you need to throw yourself forward. So you could.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Cool.
Do that. Land there.
As you're running,
then...
you like draw your longbow, jump, fire like Legolas style, but you're a fucking heavy ass Duergar dwarf. Full stubby legs.
One too many drinks in the pub.
Like no fucking wonder it misses. As you do that.
And then I'm gonna use the last little bit of me movement to go over here.
Perfect.
Give me a nice view of everything.
You've been shuffling over and it gives you see the room exposed behind you. These strange pink pillars there that are kind of just roughly just about visible. They're like these big like glowing conduits, and they like seem like be pumping power to the engine. They seem to have like capacitors or something. You're not entirely sure, but they're definitely amplifying the charge. And like these fucking wires go everywhere, like all over, like connected and snaking the like. It's a real marvel.
There was no one over towards these, either one of them, whenever we entered the room.
Yes, there were. People were here and people were here, but they have begun fanning out and moving. Right,
so then potentially something's been tinkered with them.
Potentially, yes, but they were. You don't see with a 14. You don't see any tools, something like that. It looks like if Beros had gotten any worse of his survival check, maybe you'd be coming in a slightly different area. But at 12 was just enough that you got in that they had already secured a foothold. If he got a very high score, you would have got in before they'd even arrived. So unfortunately, the roll you got was you caught them before anything bad had immediately happened, but they were already established in the room. I'll tell you that now.
You turn up the door as you hit boom, basically. Yeah. If you were failed.
That one would have been Beros walks in and they're just like, bye bye. But yeah, I think that is your turn, Volgear.
Yep.
Cultist with the initiative 7 is going to see that you're on that scaffolding. And they are going to... They're going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They start climbing this ladder, Vulgir, and they dash up and they climb up next to you.
Oh, wonderful.
They get engaged if you have melee. But that is their full turn to get there. Skuldist is going to move... also going to dash this one. He's going to try to jump up next to Cyrus, which might be a fucking stupid idea, but here we go.
Yeah, jump up next to the guy with the javelin.
Yeah, but he only had javelin on it. He has a strength score of 11, which we can make this jump, but it is not an easy jump because he's not climbing a ladder or anything. So a whopping 3. He like tries to jump up the ledge next to you, Cyrus, and like just can't seem to like get enough momentum to like get like the enough of his upper body onto the ledge to scramble up, and then he kind of like ends up getting stuck. He's like halfway up on the ledge. He's currently prone for his penance.
That's where you got like your front half up, but your legs aren't doing it.
Tracky takes the wand of the spell magic, waves it in the air, points it down towards the console, and he is going to try to dispel.
Oh.
The wand explodes in his hand! And he fails to dispel the engine, and you see a look of anger like wash over his
Does
normally
that hurt
calm,
him, or is it
serene.
just sad?
Nah, the wand, the magic item is
just,
just
like,
destroyed,
poofs.
unfortunately. Yeah, it makes a really. It doesn't even make an epic noise. It just kind of
Just kinda
sounds like it sounds like
Fizzles.
it sounds a little like Cocoa Pops. Like
Like the sad little crackle.
yeah, the
that's
sad little
going.
crackle. That's it. It's not even anything big. Alrighty.
Boo.
Perfect.
You don't believe in the gods? That was Sapana right there.
Yep, that was her. She's pissed. The final cultist is gonna go. He is going to move. Fuck me, I'm gonna she just because I feel like all my cultists can be male. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
Yeah, what's this the sexism here?
I don't like you guys killing women.
I love killing women. It's
Oh
my favorite
God.
pastime.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck women.
Well, I couldn't say it.
This is an official statement from Harness Channel.
No, it's
Fuck
not.
women.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Nope. This guy's gonna dash up to there and get himself set. I hope we can fucking see more of the screen. I wish there was a way to make Roll20 less shit for my viewing experience, but here we are. Regardless. Beros.
What can I do? I've been wanting to use my Merfolk Leap for a little while, but I don't know if by doing so I end up putting myself in just a stupid situation.
You're what?
Merfolk Leap.
So it's Merfolk Leap. I can basically add a D8 and add it to my jumping height or distance.
Because you got goat legs?
Yeah.
Because I
You're
got
good
goat
at jumping.
He
legs.
got goat legs. But it's great
So-
because it's a gamble. Because it's like he doesn't know how far he can jump until he's in the air.
Okay.
It's kind of like double jump in Spyro, but the button's broken.
So basically, I want to run essentially 15 feet up to this thing, and then Merfolk Leap over the cultist to land in basically this spot here.
Okay, I like that. Alrighty. So that's going to go with the rules of high jump. So you are moving with momentum, which is you will definitely need. So when you make a high jump, you make a leap in the air equal to a number of feet of 3 plus your strength modifier. What's your strength mod?
0.
So you can jump. Normally, you can jump 3 foot high with a jump. That's still fairly high. Just check. Is the Satyr's Merfolk Leaps? Does it say does it say for high jumps or long jumps, or does it say both?
When you make a long or high jump, you
Fucking
can roll a
amazing. Okay,
D8.
so you run up to this guy, and you are going to attempt a mirthful leap over him.
I had an extra 5 feet.
8 foot.
Yeah.
34!
That would be enough. That would be enough to clear him. The problem is, you also have to rely. This is not just a high jump. This is a high and long jump. So I need you to make me an athletics check just to make sure that you clear the obstacle of the enemy combatant. It's not very high DC, but it's just to see how
Come on, Barrows.
mirthfully
It's
you
not
need.
just name in the
Oh, a
face.
Leave so much
four.
mirth. Oh,
So as you jump,
Not very mirth.
like
not
it's-
very mirthful.
I'm good at acrobatics, just not very good at
you
athletics.
clear the jump, but you know it's the problem in lies of you're trying to clear an enemy's space so that it's occupied. As you jump over him, he is going to get a free attack opportunity against you at disadvantage. As you in an effort to make sure you clear horizontally, you sacrifice a little bit of your height, so you just are just in his reach as you kind of like come over and you expose your gooch a little bit. But at disadvantage anyway.
Not
It's
the
split up the middle.
Not the gooch.
Feel bad for taking that.
Anything but a 6. The gooch lives to see another day.
My goat babies will live.
Yeah, you need to get your fucking prostate removed by a fucking cultist. Mid-air. But Varus, you land on the other side, you still have your action and bonus action.
Cool. I'm going to drop the short bow temporarily and pull out my rapier, attempting to swing at the one that has just tried to remove my ability to
Procreate.
procreate and go naturally.
Do it.
22.
20 hits for 5 piercing damage.
Aye.
Yeah, they look hurt.
You're trying to remove his ability
They
to
look
create
bloody
more.
that you bring it down.
Yeah, I'm specifically going for his gooch.
No named shots, but we know where you're aiming.
Yeah. You go for it, and it's a nasty one for half their over half their health. That's a
That's
a
their
stinger.
whole bloodline right there.
You just start to spill your blood because you're very dark.
I'm so dark. I'm like blue.
There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
And just your white bombs as well, it would make you a bit less blue.
Oh, now I'm blinding. Stop. What's happening?
Would that have taken all of my
Beacons are
movement?
lit.
All of my movement.
Would that have taken all of your movement?
That's better. I'm a little pink, but we'll look blue.
35, so it's 20 feet and I have 35 foot of movement.
Let's say if you jumped, let's round up 8 to a 10-foot jump over him. So let's count that as a difficult terrain you move through for 2 squares. So let's say you move 15. Let's say it's going to be an additional, so that will probably be most of your movement I would say to get to there. I think you got another 5 foot.
Could I simply just move 1 square back
Yes, you
and
could. And
take the
no
bonus action?
opportunity attack
This in-
because you wouldn't even
Oh, I was
need
gonna
to.
need. Okay.
You wouldn't even need to. You could technically bonus action dash if you want to because their reaction was the little cheeky swing they got at your gooch.
Sure, I will bonus action dash.
I say you can't hide here because there's nowhere. That will provoke opportunity attack from this boy though. Just as a heads up, he did not get a good shot.
Not everyone can.
But so if you want to gamble it to get down towards track, you're not.
No, I think I'll wait till people have moved up first before I head straight for the priest.
I will say, Barros, if you throw yourself off a ledge, obviously, maybe in this situation, it would not benefit you because you would be leaving their area of reach. I'll draw a little grey square. Obviously, the cultist can reach this far, so whenever you move out of it, you're gonna provoke an opportunity attack. But if you say, with this cultist here, if you moved from the square north of you, if you moved instead of moving down, if you threw yourself off like that, you would not provoke an opportunity attack from them in that instance because you would fall out of
Because
their
you've
reach as
gone too
opposed to
fast.
move out of their reach willingly because you it's unpredictable.
They weren't expecting you to yeet
It wouldn't be relevant
yourself.
anyway because they've already had a little cheeky good shot on you, but just something to bear in mind for the future as well. That's always something.
Yeah, cool.
Always think 3-dimensionally. We are, although it's a 2D map and a 2D space, the 3D element is always there, and if you get creative with it, you will be rewarded. Or
Yeah,
hindered,
my-
depending on what the fuck you're trying to do.
Somewhere out there are 4-dimensional beings looking down at us, being like, think in 4 dimensions.
Yeah, so my main thinking is just to kind of have these enemies kind of turn around and face me so that people can move up. So I'm going to end my turn there.
Perfect. And turn around and face you they shall. The Gooch cultist as they will now be known.
Poor guy. I
moves
hope we
around
kill him,
Beros
because that's
to
a fate
here.
worse than death.
And they're going to try to shove you, Beros. They're going to make an athletics check to shove you. So you make me an acrobatics check to dodge, please.
That is.
Oh, with an 18,
Oh.
Beros, they shove you 5 foot away from them, and they shove you off the ledge, and you fall 10 foot. And I'm gonna say
okay.
because you lost the check, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and land prone on the ground.
Amazing. Amazing.
And you hear in Elvish, anyone who chooses to speak it, got one, sir. And then you hear, he's still alive. Fuck. And then
Can I respond in Elvish? At least you didn't get my gooch.
Yeah, you do that.
You make him feel weird about it.
I do, because then he's gonna be weirded.
They are then
He's
gonna
I don't
move.
want to fight this guy. He's making it weird.
They move to there, and you look as he peers on the edge and sees Beros below, and you see them
His little goat butt in the air.
ready themselves. Oh, actually, that's a good point. He is prone.
Drop a sword.
Nah, it has no other actions, can't really do anything else. But we'll, after checking out that Beros is definitely still alive and confirm it, we'll move to there and end their turn. Atlas,
Yes.
you're way back.
I'm way back. I'm like
Back in the time.
doorway. But that's okay because I have range. I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at the priest.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, that's a lot of dice. That made me jump. My like visual die, my virtual dice made me jump.
Shit. So how much damage does guiding bolt do? 46. Fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah.
For level 1. That's a great level 1 spell.
I also get 2 of them for free.
That's bullshit. Circle of
So, like,
stars, you
use-
son of a bitch.
Use them both up.
Right, okay, alright, question before I reveal this shot or not. Do you want to move yourself up a little bit so you can get a clearer shot, or are you happy staying way back by the door?
I'm happy way back by the door. I feel like I should move up now because you said it, but I'm staying true to my character. If she knows she can hit it from here, she's gonna hit it from there.
Okay, you know the target would have cover, effectively, from where you currently are, just with the boxes and the ledge in the way and stuff.
Oh,
'Cause
wait,
he's
he
20
has
foot below you.
cover?
Yes, from
This thing.
the
Oh,
box,
right.
the box is there, the ledge there, there's, my ping, it doesn't always fucking work.
This console thing.
Console wouldn't give much cover. It's more the fact she's shooting from like a back corner and she's got like a imagine like you're on a balcony, right? The further you stand back from the balcony's edge, the less you can see. It's a 20-foot drop. So from the balcony, 20-foot drop. So she's trying to shoot something like, you know, horizontally long. So he's probably like half cover.
Okay, I didn't know he was half cover. So.
That's why I'm asking, you know, would you want to move or do you want to stay back?
Yeah, I'd move so he wasn't half cover.
Grand. Easily done.
Or maybe, how high are the ceilings? Could I just move up, like vertically?
Yeah, you could fly a little bit. The ceiling here probably is about 5 foot leeway. It would give you a little bit more of an eye shot, but I would say you probably have to move at least up to Cyrus to get him in fully
Sure,
clear
I'll move
view.
up to Cyrus then.
It's not incredibly far, but just like as a note.
Yeah, I'll move up to Cyrus then, and then I'll
Okay.
just like
And
go
you're flying?
up a little bit, so
Sure.
I've got like, you know, a little bit of a higher.
We'll mark you with a little wing token so that we know that you are flying. There we go.
So
Yeah.
you just hear like terrifying angel of death flap behind you.
Yeah, and you probably saw like you're having fucking asthma attack,
It's
right?
windy.
The whole time, you're like.
My hair starts like falling over to the side, and I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
Alrighty then, Cultist's turn.
Wait, I hit him, right?
Oh yeah, you hit him, did damage. Sorry, I should have rectified that. Yeah, you could shoot him.
Okay.
Anything else, Atlas? Sorry, I forgot you weren't.
No, I'm done with that.
I got
Just-
so distracted
you
with
asked
the
me
asthma breathing.
You asked me where I was, and then you're like, okay, moving on. It's like, wait, do I still hit him?
Yeah, no, the guiding bolt flies out, impacts him square,
Does
and
he
he
look fucked up?
begins glowing with glowing light. The next attack against him until the, I think it is until the start of your next turn.
The end,
End of your
my
next turn has advantage.
Somebody attack him. You have advantage. I don't know what advantages in this, but somebody attack him. You can see him really well.
Somebody attack him. He's glowing.
He's
He's
glowing
glowing
a little
with
bit.
radiant energy, and he's really obvious. Yeah. Exactly. This cultist is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here, and is going to try to push Astra off the edge. We love shoving people.
I really hope someone tries to push Atlas just so like pushes her off the ledge, and she's like,
I'm flying
Okay.
now. Fuck you.
They're going to push
Make me
us.
either an
Atlas and Atlas like
acrobatics
flies
or
back.
athletics check,
Ball.
please.
It
Astra.
pushes you and you end up floating over the edge, just like.
You gotta beat
Okay.
a 12.
Oh no.
You do
5.
not beat a 12. Astra, you
but
get
luckily
shoved.
that guy you murdered probably breaks your fall.
It's not as far a fall as what Beros does. So I will let you make a secondary athletics check as a. Actually, let's say acrobatics now, because you're trying to like roll out the damage a little bit.
Okay.
You're gonna roll.
Oh my god, I
a
gotta roll
7?
physical dice from now
Nah,
on.
you fall like on top of these boxes, and like this box you land on top of must be old because it just splinters under your weight, and you fall down
Bad box.
hard. You take 4 points of bludgeoning and a little bit of splinter damage from the box.
Splinter damage.
A little bit of splinter
Barrett,
damage.
Worst kind of damage
Barrett
other
will
than
look over
uppercut
and
You're
damage.
gonna have to like put your hand in banana.
The only worst damage is standing on a Lego.
Or getting a metal splinter.
Standing on a
Paper
D4.
Gross. Cultist is
Things
dead.
like caltrops.
Cyrus.
There are two things I kind of want to do. One is throw a javelin at the priest.
Okay.
Two is I kind of want to Spartan kick the guy that's climbing up in front of me.
I will say-
How spiky are these?
Very spiky. They're big gemstones that are like poking out the top of the boxes. Big.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna kick this guy in the
Don't hit
face.
the fucking priest.
So you could shove him back like what they've done before, which is a contested athletics/acrobatics check, or you could just make an unarmed strike attack against him and just fucking kick him. But that won't move him.
Kick him in the face.
The shove would do no damage, but then the potential falling damage is there.
Shove him with your foot.
Hang on.
We're just moving around. You don't
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him for now and actually throw a javelin at the priest.
Okay. You will get disadvantage, although he is
Would it
prone on the ground.
not-
He can still impose advantage on you.
just be a flat roll
He's
to get
prone.
some
Yeah, it's flat roll because it's kind
He's
of bolt, isn't it?
glowing.
Why is he prone?
The priest isn't prone. The guy holding.
he's
No,
throwing
this
a javelin
guy
at the priest.
throwing a javelin at the priest.
Yeah, and the guy within 5 foot of you is imposing disadvantage on it because he's there, like reaching your ankle and stuff and throwing you off balance.
Oh, right.
If someone is within 5 foot of you, any
And you
ranged
make a
attack
range.
is
Right.
because imagine like you're a basketball, you're gonna throw the basketball, and someone's there getting in the way, blocking the shot, or like impacting in some way. That's what happens. Effectively, it's the best way
So,
to imagine.
Would it be a flat roll?
Because he gets advantage on
'Cause
the
of guidance
attacks he's
bolt?
going.
Yes, it would be flat with the guiding bolt, so they cancel.
Okay. Damn it! 12.
12.
You're
You
not
throw
very
it.
good at javelins.
No.
And maybe it's the guy slapping your ankle in desperation, trying to like pull himself up.
That damn
looking
ankle
for
slapper.
any purchase to grab onto, and he's like,
He's not even trying to
black
attack you. He's just
cobblestones.
like, you know, like when a cat's slowly falling off
Yeah.
something. They're like,
yeah, literally. It's like, but yes, you throw the javelin fairly accurately, but just it hits target, but it hits armor. It doesn't penetrate. It just glances off this
Yeah.
plate he's wearing. Unfortunately, is Iris. You still got movement and bonus action.
How far a drop is this?
20 foot.
No, I'm gonna hold my ground because I know this cultist is coming up on me.
You could try to jump towards where Volgir is on the scaffolding. There's a ladder there as well. There's a ladder, but this cultist climbed the ladder over here.
I noticed that I'm about to kick it out of the way.
There's nothing else I can do. No, I'm just gonna wait and see what this cultist does first.
Okay, Astra.
Okay. How high up is this cultist?
The one who's climbing up the Cyrus. He is...
Yeah.
His head and hands are about 20 foot up, but his feet probably, or let's say 14 foot-ish, 15, 14 foot. Because he's obviously, like, he's just got his, like, upper body on the ledge. Next turn, when he stands up, he will pull himself onto the ledge, but he failed his check, so he's been prone, like, half straddling the ledge.
I just wonder if Asher could smack him from standing underneath him.
You could try to jump. If you run and did a high jump, yeah, probably. What's your strength modifier?
Oh. +2.
So that means you could jump 2 foot in the air with a running high jump, which would mean, let's say he's 14 foot up, so that brings it to 12. How tall are you?
About 5'4"-ish, like average height.
Okay, so that's 2
Or-
plus 5'4", so that's gonna be, let's make it a flat 5. 7 foot. You can add half your height because you're reaching full arms reach to it.
Yeah.
So that is gonna be. So what did I say? So 7 plus another. Let's be generous. Let's say you can jump and swing a 10. I think you could jump and swing effectively 10 foot. I think that's a fair assumption. 14 foot is a little too far.
But she's got 5-foot reach on the hammer.
That's including that's like allocating because half your height is
okay.
I'm jumping and swinging the hammer with me. I mean, how long is what? Is she got a warhammer?
You can
Yeah.
throw it.
No, I'm gonna say what's the average length of a warhammer? Because that would be an extension of your arm.
It says 5-foot reach, but
The standard warhammer would be 5 to 6 foot. So yeah, 15 foot. If you jump and swing, yeah, I'd say you would. It's gonna be a hard. I'm gonna give you. It'd be disadvantaged in attack roll, flattened out because he's prone. So it'd be a flat roll. But you could just reach him.
fuck it. Do it.
You like throw the hammer up, so you're holding it by just like normally you hold it kind of like in the midsection, kind of like like a bit more stable. You throw it up, so you're holding it like by the end, like the very end. You run, you jump, you swing, roll it.
Okay. Okay. I said I was going to physical. Fuck's sake, 10. No, that's it. Physical dice from now on.
You
Then you
swing,
can lie about them.
and the leather
Yeah.
armor on his you make contact, you feel it. The hammer jumps back, but the leather armor on his leg, it just seems to absorb the shock of the blow, unfortunately, and he takes no damage. And
Yeah.
you would technically end up, Astra, over the far side of him. You would ran, jump, and swung. Technically
Okay.
be underneath him, I guess, if you wanted to be, but I think probably
Yeah.
following your momentum, you probably would end up beyond.
Yeah. Okay.
And you land on one of these boxes now, and you can spin around. You're a bit of elevation now because you're on the box, and you can actually probably follow up next turn for a better swing if Cyrus can keep him hanging there. You could get him square in the back.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it for now.
Alrighty, Vulgir.
I know what I'm doing. I'm Spartan kicking the person in front of me.
All right.
For this
I will
sodding.
allow you, Vulgir, to
A lot of kicking and
move
shoving in this one.
around him to there, so you can get the full experience of a Spartan kick if you like,
Oh, yes, please.
as opposed
I
to
will
kicking
take
him
that
kind of
one.
along the scaffolding with you. So it'll
Right.
take 2 big kicks.
Come on.
Athletics
Come
check,
on.
please, Vulgir. And he will make a opposed.
Oh.
He's going to make an acrobatics check to try to dodge
Can
it.
I make an unarmed strike?
An unarmed strike you can make, but it would not kick him back. I will say if you kill him with the unarmed strike, then we'll flavor it that you kick him back. But a shove is what you need to do to shove him back.
Right. No, I was asking because it was a slightly better roll, but no worries, that's fine. Athletics. Do-do-do.
It's contested, so he could roll bad. You
No.
know, he can still roll bad. He's got a +1 to his acrobatics. He unfortunately, you Spartan kick him, and he just takes it in the chest. Draws his big blade.
Dice ain't doing us kind tonight.
Anything else, Vulgir?
Hmm.
You only move 5 foot to get there, so you've got still a fair bit of movement. Still got a bonus action.
Question. my 2-weapon fighting, does that mean I could have my longsword in one hand and my longbow in the other?
No. 2-weapon fighting needs to be 2 light weapons, like 2
Right.
daggers, 2 short swords,
Yeah.
a short sword and a dagger, or you can mix and match. A ranged weapon is never applicable for 2-weapon fighting because it's a 2-handed weapon.
Right, no worries. Can I stow my longbow for the moment?
Yep, you can.
On the back using that?
Use object interaction, you sling it over your shoulder. As part of the attack, if you'd like, I'd say you could draw on another weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
What weapon would you like to have drawn?
Storm sword.
Storm sword comes out. Anything else you'd like to do?
So, like, that'll be it, I think.
Alrighty.
I don't think I can do
I
anything
think the
else.
storm sword is a long sword as well, which would mean
Yes.
unless you got the. So remember how Finnegan had 2-weapon fighting. So remember how he had the dual wielder feat, and that meant he could dual wield more than just light weapons.
Yes.
He could dual wield his rapiers because he had the dual wielder feat, which lets you do things that
Yeah.
aren't light. It's still limited. They still have to be one-handed weapons. They can't be two-handed, unfortunately, or heavy. If they're two-handed or heavy, or like a special one, like a lance, unfortunately, they're not applicable. Or you can't dual wield nets or something like that. It's
Long swords. Yeah, long swords still works because they're still one-handed weapons, aren't
if you got the dual wielder feat, it would work. But at the minute, without the feat, it would not work.
they?
So just to give you an idea of like how
Yeah.
D&D Beyond's kind of shitty because it says everyone has 2-weapon fighting, and like realistically, you should really look at what the fuck you have equipped before telling you whether or not you have that ability.
Yeah.
Just give you little cock tease of what you can't do. Regardless, the cultist who you just tried to fucking kick off is gonna try to stab you in the throat. Scimitar coming down. 19 to hit. For
Definitely
3.
hits. Yeah.
It's not as brutal as he was perhaps hoping, with only a 3 damage on the dice, but it's
I
still,
look more pissed than anything now.
yeah, still connection, still more than some people made. This guy here pulls himself up, Cyrus, next to you. He's stuck between the boxes, Atlas and you, and he's got this like 5-foot ledge behind him now. This
Felt like
fight
Astro
was
under
not
me.
intended to just be how many times can we Spartan kick someone off a cliff, but that's just where we've gotten to in like the world of things. I've not seen 300 in years.
This is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like keep
Yeah, literally.
firing high level enemies off the cliff.
He pulls himself up next to you, Cyrus, and he is going to try to. I mean, Cyrus, are you planning on just what is your body language? Are you just gonna hit him with the axe? Are you maybe like shifting your foot to maybe a go for the kick or a shove? Is there any indication of what you might be
He's
doing?
probably just like planted himself with the axe in hand. He's whether he's going to attack him or shove him. Cyrus is just like
The ready
be
for
ready.
anything position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foot planted, cannot be shoved himself.
This guy is going to try to. You look pretty tough. You don't look injured, do you? Are you injured or are you?
A little injured.
Okay.
How injured?
Like a 9 out of 10 healthy.
Okay. He got a couple of bruises.
He is going to try. Oh, you look really fucking strong though. Now he's trying to fucking stab you. He was gonna try to grapple you, but like actually looking at you, like, nah, I can't hold that.
I like the idea that he kind of like readies himself and like looks at you guys like.
A
Gets the
13
knife.
will probably miss.
Misses.
Swings wide, just intensified by the dancing pecs in front of him. Tracky, you see, he bends down to his bag. He begins going through it, and you watch he pulls out a this device looks slightly different from one you've seen before. It is larger than the one you've seen before.
Oh god.
It has glowing panels and buttons and controls over it, and he begins working on it. And look, it's going to take him some time to enable this device. But he begins visibly working on the device. He kneels down, he's doing it. He's not prone, he's just there working with it, and you watch it's beginning, you see things like lighting up and sparking like as he begins.
He's tinkering.
Yeah, it looks like at this distance, Volgir with the 14 passive perception, you would say it looks similar to the one that Atlas flew away, but this one looks maybe not more advanced, but maybe like it's been added to in a way. Like it's going to do
What
more.
about at a
It's just-
slightly
it's-
further distance, but a 17 passive perception?
You get the same thing, but being up
Okay.
close to the other
Lightning.
bomb as well. Like yeah, it's not this
Yeah,
similar
I've
in
been
ways,
pretty up
but
close to that bomb.
similar in ways, but still unique enough that it's still unique enough that it could be.
That's a
Bad news
bomb, but
bears.
we're not sure exactly.
Yeah, if this one, I mean, I'll say right now, Atlas, the one that you threw off the fucking ledge, you know, was fairly, like, the explosion wasn't massive.
No, because I lived.
Yeah. This one, I would say, it looks at least physically bigger. Whether or not that means the explosion bigger or not, you're not sure.
Less encouraged
But-
to follow it into the sky.
I would say, Atlas, looking at it, the way this engine is set up on the aisle, there is no
No drop
dead
out.
air around the engine. It is actually
Can't
because of
just
the,
yeet that
because
thing
of the
out.
size. It looks like it has had to be reinforced to the actual rocky, like core of the island. So there is no exposed air unless you went through the fire and the
Okay.
flames.
But that's gonna hurt like a bitch.
I would say it's fair to assume an engine of that size going through the fire and the flames will probably be fatal. I think it's fair to say if you jump in that, it's very like I'm not gonna say you wouldn't live, but it's very likely.
As
it would be
someone who felt a little bit of the other engine's fire.
fatal. You'd have to go through.
Cue the Dragon Force music.
As we push the priest.
The cultist who was on the stairs, when
Ah yes, the stair cultist.
Atlas fell, they're gonna rush up to Cyrus and Atlas, and they are gonna look at the two of them. Atlas is flying and thus out of reach unless they jump, so they will flip a coin here to see who they go for. Gonna roll it.
Because one looks difficult to hit, but the other one looks difficult to hit.
Going to try to, with the help of their buddy, stab Cyrus in the back because he's distracted. He looks like an
Of course.
easier target from behind. And with a
Your
7,
butt's
he would
not as
prove
strong as your
not
back.
to be.
Oh,
And
my butt is stronger than my back.
Cannot make connection. Beros, it is your turn. You are up. You are currently prone, unfortunately.
What happened to
Oh,
Gooch?
I will. How
Oh,
much?
yeah.
So,
You chose the line.
with 35 foot of movement, does it round up or down
It
to how
always
much movement?
rounds down, unfortunately. So it's quite crippling.
Cool. Cool.
But if you got something
I
like
think.
the mobile feat that adds like movement to you, it might be beneficial.
Yeah, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I only have 15. So I'm going to bonus action dash
Behind dash connect.
to 35 feet and then
Yep.
15 feet
15 no movement. Yeah, perfect.
with my normal movement. And then just because I've not got my shot bow anymore because it's back up on the ledge, I'm going to ping 2 daggers at this guy.
Very good. That's a really good bit of role playing. Being honest from Anthony there. I feel like as a group you
Do we
could.
want to get? He did do the big run.
Yeah,
You did
I was
do the
gonna
big
give him
run.
for the jump, but I was yeah.
So is this still with advantage?
Well, right now the guiding bolt is no longer active, so there is no longer
But
advantage.
he can have group
But you
advantage.
you've been
You can have
gifted
group.
the group. I believe the
Everyone
group
put
have
your
chosen
hands
Yep.
if you believe group advantage.
the group advantage has been
Big
given
hands.
to you. If you
Will's
wish
not
to
here.
use
Will-
it.
Will automatically gives
Yeah.
because
Well,
he's not.
you have majority, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Majority rules.
Will can argue what he likes.
So Beros, you have this sessions and the first ever because you all are fucking idiots and can't remember.
I would have
basic
got it,
mechanics.
okay? We're just forgetful.
Can't
I mean, you
remember
would have
session
bought it
0.
if you hadn't have jumped in the hole.
Yeah.
Hey, jumping in the hole was not a
is
bad
is-
idea. I
is
wanted
that-
to make sure there was nothing below that I was blowing up. Following the guy was my mistake.
Yeah. Is that advantage on both daggers or just one?
It'll be 1, so it's DM inspiration, so you can use it for 1d. You don't have to use it now. You can save it if you'd like. It's a DM inspiration you use on any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So it just means you can and you don't have to declare it immediately. You can roll the dice, and then you can be like, I'm going to use my inspiration. Because the whole point is supposed to be an epic moment. Like, you know, it's like
Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Eat him.
Then I'll roll my second one. Does a 13 hit?
Oh, sorry. You're targeting priest, aren't you? 14 will miss,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Apologies.
Oh, right.
Quite good
right.
armor. He got. You said you begin throwing the daggers like. It's both
well, I have used advantage.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you rolled
Well,
advantage
that's
twice
one
anyway,
thing.
but I'm gonna say that I'll say you weren't intending to. I think deliberately. The 14 and the 9 will both miss.
Okay, cool.
I mean, that's fair.
Then,
We'll take the first 2 rolls of the advantage because you weren't intending on your. It'd be like a misclick, effectively. I don't because you didn't say I'm going to use my advantage. You know,
yeah, cool.
Unfortunately
Yeah,
I would
that's
say
fine.
the gamble has already like ungambled you because you know that if you roll it'd be shitter because we just take the previous rolls. But yeah, so unfortunately, Barros, you rush up, you throw. I will say, Barros, you would only get 1 dagger attack because you use your bonus action to dash.
Oh, yeah.
Throw 1 dagger and it misses, unfortunately. The cultist who will formerly known as Gooch cultist.
Formerly known, that's his name for life.
Forever known as.
They
Eternally.
see you rushing towards Tracky and will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They'll dash around to there to interpose in between you and him. But that will be their whole turn. Atlas.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Hang on, I'm checking my range for something.
You're flying 5 foot up, so that does mean that you are
5 foot further than everything.
well, no, because as the crow flies, it doesn't matter. Because you can clear diagonal shot.
Okay.
Just means you're not
I'm
being
gonna
imposed
chuck
as
an
managed
ice
by these
knife
guys.
at him.
Sure. Does ice knife damage objects? Just out of curiosity. Or is it just creatures? I don't know, that's a
I
splash.
threw it.
I know you threw it. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting
I know.
for you.
I can't click on it when there's dice everywhere. I fling it at 1 creature. On a hit, they take the piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet.
Perfect.
It just says creatures, so
It
I
does
don't
not
think
damage
objects.
the engine control panel. Good to know.
Good that does not happen.
They 23 will hit, so he will take the 10 damage, I believe. Is that correct? Does he get to make a save as well, or does he?
Yeah, so he takes
He takes the piercing damage and he has to make a dex save,
he
right?
takes 1d10 piercing damage, and then he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, dex save. He is not overly dexterous. 14.
I don't know what the save is against.
What's
It-
your
the
DC?
dexterity
save
Your
is
DC
15.
is 15, so he feels.
Okay, then he takes 2d6
He
cold
takes
damage.
10 total.
Cool.
It was all pre-rolled for you. Lovely. Yeah, he's still looking injured, not bloodied, just injured.
God, this guy's sturdy.
Yeah, he's a boss. Surprise, surprise. Got a big health bar.
Whoa, he's a ball. You never said.
Anything else?
War
Alex?
priest.
I don't have bonus actions, so
Oh,
I feel like moving is a bad idea because there's quite a few guys sort of.
It's a bit of a clusterfuck over by Cyrus, so this guy's gonna climb down the fucking thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here, and then he's gonna try to stab Astra. Through the pink crystals. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Even with the half cover, giving you an extra 2, 20 I think would still hit you, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so you take 3 slashing damage as he tries to cut through these crystals and manages to do so, catching you in the side. Cyrus, you are up, sir.
Okay, can I shove? How much of a drop is here?
I'll shove him
20
on
foot.
after.
I'm gonna shove him.
Shoving.
Make me a athletics check to try to shove him. He will oppose with his acrobatics.
21.
19 is not enough for him. You kick him and he falls backwards. Luckily, not on top of Astra.
Good
and
aim.
he plummets 20 foot. Do you want to roll 2d6 for me, please, for falling damage?
Sure.
A cultist's health is 9.
I thought it
This
was
guy is
7.
healthy. Nope, that's a goblin.
He is dead.
You kill him. You just fucking straight up.
But not
this
like
is,
super, just a
and-
little bit over.
and the best bit is Astra's just leaped overhead, swung, like had a bad collision, like is picking herself up, turning around. As she turns around,
The guy
the
just
guy who she just tried to
explodes in
kill
her face.
just like lands head first on the concrete next to her. You hear his neck snap, like the blood like squirts out of his mouth, and he's just like, oh, and there's a little twitch of his arm, but like he's dead. He's not coming back. He's already gone.
Stop fighting.
Yeah, no amount of the recovery position is gonna save this boyo. He is murked. Anything else,
Okay.
Cyrus?
I'm gonna move to the. Hang on. I'm gonna move to the ledge here, and I'm gonna try and jump on top of this guy.
I thought you were gonna say on top of
I
Astra
also
there.
thought on top of the guy you just murdered or something.
Piggyback.
Okay, yeah,
coming to save you.
Dead.
What's your
Double
strength score?
top.
16 plus 3.
Okay, so 16, you can jump 8 foot, which will be rounded down, unfortunately, to 5, because you haven't had a running jump. You could retreat back and then leap, and that would give you enough distance, so you move through Astra, so we'll say that that is what happens. It will mean you will end your movement on top of this guy. For better or for worse.
It's funny.
I'm going to tell you right
Sure.
now, what's going to happen, Cyrus, you're gonna jump, he's going to make, you're both going to make acrobatics checks. If you ever roll, you're gonna make yours is a DC 10 to not fucking fuck yourself too bad. You're still
Okay.
rolling 20 foot,
Yeah.
but if he beats whatever you roll, you will fall the full distance. You can still negate some damage being with a controlled jump, so you can still knock it down, but to half damage. You take 1d6 less.
Okay.
But if he manages to avoid it, it will potentially put you in a compromising position if you roll too low, that he may be standing over you and you are prone. It is effectively like climbing up on the corner in WWE and like trying to fucking like double
that's
kick
kind of
the guy.
That's kind of what I imagined.
Yeah.
Was he just steps up and just tries to like?
If they roll away, they're gonna get an advantage to like, get you next time, so that's the
Yeah.
gamble.
Yep. Going for it.
If you, so what this is you're gonna both make rolls.
Yep.
If you roll above what he rolls by a 5, he will take the d6 of damage you do not take. If you
Okay.
beat a 10, but you do not beat his roll, he will take no damage. And
Okay.
if you fail below a 10 and he beats you, you're gonna take the full damage and he's gonna be on top of you. If you beat the 10, but he also beats you, he will take no damage and he'll disappear next to you.
Can
Okay.
Astra do something to distract?
On your
Or-
turn, you could have done Astra, but Cyrus is not waiting
Yeah.
around for this. He is doing it as his movement.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
think
why
it's
not?
happening, Cyrus. I think
Go on,
I
Cyrus.
think it's happening.
I think it's
it's
happening.
You've explained too
So,
far into it to
make
back
me
out.
Yeah.
a acrobatics check, Cyrus, please. I'm gonna let him roll this first.
13.
So it does exceed the basic check. You are only going to take 1d6 of bludgeoning damage as you jump. You take 1 damage as you fall, and you are
Okay.
not knocked prone. Unless he rolls an 18 or higher, in which case you will fall prone, because he will roll out the way, fuck the jump up for you, and it throws you off kilter.
Yep.
See the rolls. If he rolls a
13 or
8.
higher.
8 or lower, you're going to land on top of him and knock him prone, and he's gonna take the extra damage. If he rolls above an 8, it's just gonna be, he's just gonna move out the way. But if he rolls above a 13, you're on your ass.
Okay.
14.
Oh.
Cyrus is on his ass, and this guy is looming over him by 1.
Yeah. That's.
I like that canonically, every time Cyrus tries to do something cool, the universe is like, oh no, you don't.
No. You don't believe in the gods?
You
This
don't
is what happens.
You don't climb the building. You don't beat the guy.
It's
So if I
it's still
go
a control
here-
fall for yourself, but he just like throws you over and like it's you don't take any more damage at least, which is good. You
Yeah.
only take the 1 bludgeoning damage. You're prone, so it's not the worst thing.
So,
Is he on beside me or?
Yes, he would be pushed aside from you, because that was what I said would happen. So he's get pushed 5 foot
Okay.
back. It's forced movement, Astra, so unfortunately you do not get attack opportunity against him, but it does actually push him out of your reach. So he's no longer affecting any ranged attacks you want to make.
yeah.
Elbow drop, misses.
You're like, oh, this guy's right next to it. Cyrus just like,
Astra's had 2
Yeah,
people
that-
fall right beside her.
Yep.
That one hit of damage was you hitting your funny bone on the floor.
Yeah. Ah, bollocks.
Oh, that would hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
you
I-
can't be tough
Any
enough to deal
bonus
with that.
actions, Cyrus?
I don't suppose I can take half my movement to get back up now.
Unfortunately, Cyrus, because of where you were, you would have had to move 5-10 foot back, and then you would have had to move 15-20, jump 25-30, and that would be the end of your movement. So unfortunately, you've
Okay,
already
yeah.
used all your movement to get here.
Yeah. Can't do anything. Try and just not die next turn.
All right. I mean, you'd be fine. fine. There's cultists. Astra.
Just some cultists.
It's not 20. He's just gonna maybe do like 20 damage. It's fine.
I can't believe he rolled a 14.
That was so fucking good. It was like, delicious.
He actually didn't. Harry's just got it rigged.
Yeah, I bribed roll 20 with the 10k biddies from earlier. Fuck you guys.
Oh, torn.
Your exposure you want to bump up. Go to camera.
The Kevin Hart meme of "Help me, help me."
Astra.
If Cyrus is prone, and actually no, there's barrels and shit around here. Never mind. Just gonna see if I can get flanking.
There is no flanking.
Oh yeah, there is no flanking. I keep forgetting that because Matt's.
Otherwise,
Because
Cyrus
I play
would
with a
have
lot of
got
NPCs, and if there was flanking
Yeah.
rules, you'd all be dead.
Cyrus would have got ganked whenever they was
That's true.
one on either side of him.
I don't put
Uh,
flanking in my game for your guys' benefit. Just remember that. I'm being nice.
I will run up and smack. I think.
Smack attack.
play-
Go for it.
You play too many war simulators. Flanking
Go
left,
for
right,
physical
center.
dice. So let's see how this goes. I rolled a 3. Right, fuck my life right now.
Mary, have you considered that maybe the dice, virtual or physical, are not the problem? It may just be you.
It
You
probably
need to
is
throw
me.
out that cursed Egyptian amulet you always wear.
Did you
I'm
like
not
ever
gonna-
wrong a gypsy or anything? You know, or traveler?
Could be. I'm
Sorry.
ginger, so like who knows? But
Did you refuse to get your driveway tarmacked by one of them or something? Like, I don't know what the done thing is these
My
days.
mom-
No, my
Pursue.
windows don't need cleaned. My windows don't need cleaned.
to be fair, Mom did turn away one looking scrap the other week, so that could have been it.
That's what it is. They've cursed your
They
dice
cursed
rolls.
your dice.
Yeah. that's-
Eternal single digits.
Madam Ava strikes again. Vulgir!
Yes.
There's a boy in front of you.
A
You tried to
boy?
kick him last time.
Yeah, this how we're gonna. Question.
A boy or
Can
a
I-
man? Because if this is a child,
Nah,
that's
it's a man.
embarrassing.
I'm
Can I-
like, you know, my special boy, my boy time friend.
But
Can I
right
take my
now-
sword, run at him, and try and run him through and off?
Sure, it will be an attack, and if you kill him, you will run him off. Because you're trying to combine two features of the game, which don't really.
That's why I'm asking.
There are,
Before I do it.
I will say right now, Vulgir, there are abilities such as the Bard's, the Sword Bard ability. They have one called oh, is it Battlemaster has like a shove attack, like where you can hit someone, move them 5 foot back. One of them has something.
Shield Master has a shove.
The Bard,
Shield
the
blessing.
Bard mobile one, the mobile flourish knocks the enemy up to a bardic inspiration roll back from you, and then you can move and follow them up.
Oh Jesus.
So
Yeah.
that does exist, but it is unfortunately it's a class feature that you would have to invest in to get.
Yeah, it's that'd be a multi-class.
That's why we're not. That's why I'm not going to be like, yeah, fuck it, because you know it kind of cheapens the coolness of those kind of abilities.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Well, I'll just attack him for the moment then with me sword.
Yeah, and if you roll 9 or more damage, fucking flavor them death, whatever you like.
I'll take that.
20 definitely hits the storm sword. It's not a nat 20 though, which is what we all want to see. We all want to see this thing start crackling with lightning.
Oh,
Natty 1 damage though.
oh.
A whopping
You give him a
3.
slight poke.
The storm sword cuts, but you're still getting used to it, Vulgar. It's not a weapon you're used to. It's still, you know, it takes time to bond to a weapon of this caliber.
At least it doesn't have a personality like the last weapons you had.
Mm.
Good person.
I like how those voices just gave up. He just got so
Did
used
they
to them. He
give
just gave
up, or
up.
did you just successfully drown them out?
It definitely was Finnegan drawing them out with enough alcohol. He just drunk enough alcohol that the other voices in his head just blurred out the other voices in his head. Regardless,
The one,
anything
the
else?
one
Vulgar?
going, if you invest here and you invest in there, blah blah blah. They're like, shut up.
Anything else, Vulgar?
He looks very bloody now, doesn't he?
He's not like bloodied. No, only 3 damage.
No.
He looks injured. No, not
I thought
bloodied.
he was already injured.
Nah, this guy's been fairly healthy.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, there's not much else I can do. So that'll be it.
Oh, righty then. he will retaliate immediately. And you're in this real, like, Jewel of the Fates up on this ledge, you two fighting, like, you know, over the cliff. I've still never seen Star Wars, I just know that's a song, Star Wars.
Just
I
disclaimer.
appreciate it, even though I'm hurt. I appreciate it.
It's a song for stars.
Oh,
I think
I've
that's
not
when
seen a long one.
Obi-Wan Kenobi fights Yoda, Jewel of the Fates.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Ryan dying inside. Harry's
16
just
to
been
hit
banned
you,
from Twitch.
Vulgir.
That hits.
So you take 6 slashing damage as Yoda
Oh.
carves you off, Obi-Wan. As he knows to do when he does his signature backflip stab move.
Yeah.
He calls it the Yoda flip.
Surely he would call it the
The
flip
meme
Yoda.
DeLorean, that's what he calls it. The meme DeLorean, named after his dad. From the TV show, right? I think I'm giving
There
Ryan
are
real
no
life
words.
psychic damage.
Yeah, there are no
Ryan,
words.
5 points of psychic damage to you specifically.
I physically couldn't see Ryan because I had Discord like hidden away, but I could still feel his pain like through the wall.
just Ryan, go take a couple shots. Feel the mental pain.
Just go
Mental.
scream into a pillow, dear. It's fine.
Now Cyrus and I are irate.
You watch as Tracky takes the explosive. He uses another action, and you watch as he seems to finish the setup, and he clips it to the engine, and you watch as it like fixes itself, like properly, like I mean, it almost burrows itself partially in.
I'm trying my best to murder this guy, but he keeps not getting murdered.
And that will be his turn. And as it appears, you watch as it the screen on the left hand side of it begins to flash and spark, and on the right hand side you watch as a countdown flashes up, and initially it flashes up as just like a debug, like 888, like across the whole board. There's no timer yet. It's still initializing its like setup. But he is now no longer. It looks like it is going to act. Whether he does anything or not, like this is now a separate, like, stopping tracking is no longer will be enough to stop this device. It's separate from him. It's doing its own stuff. I will say, for your sake, it does stuff on his turn. At the end of his turn, stuff
It's his little buddy.
happens. The cultist next to Atlas
I can
is...
get to it, but there's no way I'm smart enough to shut it down.
Yeah. The cultist
Rabbit,
next to Atlas
run.
is going to run back down the stairs a little bit, and then run and jump and do the same thing that Astra basically did. Swing and try to stab you from underneath with all of their reach.
No, not my bird bot.
9 will miss, I imagine.
Yes, it will.
They'll move to here just so we keep track of
Not
where the
in
fuck
my
they are.
bird bot.
Beros.
Don't really have much choice.
There are
I'm just
the
gonna have to.
thing.
I've got to get through Gooch McGee first. I'm gonna have to run Gooch McGee through.
And you
with a
do.
non-nat 20.
You run Gooch McGee through.
Right through the
I
goo.
feel like he runs and the
Despite
dagger just keeps
facing
going.
him,
He's
like,
got a shish kebab him.
despite facing, like, front to front, like, no exposure of the Gooch, you still somehow manage to plunge your rapier into his Gooch. Somehow.
It's a scooping
It's a reverse.
motion.
Oh, God. A rapier as well. It's long.
So I basically pull the rapier out to basically show him. I drop it, and then as I basically kneel down and just catch it and lunge up.
Barros effectively, to give you a rough idea, Barros, he actually intercepted you mid-sprint, so you're sprinting towards Tracky running away.
Oh no, you do like a cool guy slide into
you
it.
slide underneath, and you, like, throw the rapier up in, and, like the blade bends and snaps into his fucking ass crack. And you watch as you just hear the, like, a little twang, and then he just falls forward dead.
He doesn't even start bleeding or anything, he just feels that pain and his body's like, I'm out.
Dead
Cool.
as a fucking doorknob.
I am probably just going to have to use all of my movement to get up to Tracky. Oh, the fuck can I do?
You have to be there to interact with the device, which you could reach.
Yeah. It's going to take an action.
Your action to swing, but I will say, as a free action, you can look at the device.
Sure, I will free action look at the
Oh,
my fucking
Ah!
So, you look at the device,
Look
and
away!
this is
Look
what
away!
you see. So,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you really gonna make us do a puzzle
yeah,
mid
it's time for his puzzle, baby, mid-combat. Welcome to the fucking show. So, looking at this, Beros, you don't have much knowledge of these devices, but I'm going to tell you what the end goal is. You need to stabilize the system. This isn't just a bomb. This is going to actually throw the whole system off kilter.
Trying to like overload
Yeah,
the
it's trying to
engine.
overload the engine and the capacitors. So you need to stabilize it. Which to do so, the system, looking around, you see like from everything you've seen so far, what you've read, what you've learned, and to just make it fucking able to be completed, you need to have only 4 units of power in this system. So you can do the following. With an action or bonus action, you can choose to fill or transfer or fully empty a cell. So the cells are the left cell, which contains 5, and the right cell, which contains 3 slots. So you can either fill a cell to max, empty a cell to 0, or transfer the full contents of one cell to the other cell. If you overfill a cell, any excess power will remain in the original. So if you had 5 in the left and you transferred it to the right, you would have 3 and 2. To give you a rough idea of like how it works. It's a puzzle. It's a water jug puzzle, effectively.
Buddy,
I was thinking
just-
that
just
in my
need-
head. I was like,
I just
"Oh."
need you to know.
If anyone's seen Die Hard,
I just need you to know. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But you have overestimated all of our intelligence here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Beryl-
And I
not
appreciate that.
characters.
Can I
No, not
characters?
characters. But as people, you have overestimated us, and I like that you did that. But we needed a puzzle off the back of a cereal box.
We needed a word search, okay?
So we're
We
not
didn't-
these people.
Can I use my bonus action to? Because I think the best course of action, the right hand side, the cell with 3. I would like to fill that
you
using a
want to
bonus
fill the
action.
3, yeah?
Yes.
You fill
'Cause
the
I think
3, and they light up blue! That's right, bitches. It's a fucking full-blown puzzle. Come on.
Wait, what is the goal
Is that
again?
good?
What is the
Oh,
goal?
God.
What
So
are we
You
trying
Beryl-
need
to
to
do?
have 4 in
You want
it
to have
left.
so Beros, I will say because this is the first time you interact with this, you can make me an intelligence check to see what any help you can gather from
Oh, please
this.
be intelligent. 'Cause
So
I'm
we have
not.
hints. So
yeah.
anyone can make anyone who's interacting with the dice can make a check. With 7 Beros, unfortunately, I cannot give you any hints. You've got to work this out with your own noggin.
Does he have to do it alone, or can we all help with
You
the
can
puzzle?
pitch in and you can yell at Beros can yell out what he can see, and you can yell and help support
That's
him.
even
But
funnier to
I
imagine
will-
just Beryls yelling out what's
But-
on the console and we're like fighting in
What's
the
very important to remember
background.
is, on anyone's turn is either an action or bonus action to do either a fill, transfer, or empty. So Beros, next turn, you can effectively do 2 moves in a row. Like right next to your turn. So it's worthwhile.
Can
What
you
are we trying to
only
do, though?
fill
I
one
don't know
side?
what we're meant to do.
So you
So you've
can,
got to get 4 cells.
you need to get 4 cells in total. So you can fill. So as an I'll explain it again. So you
don't think
to
it'll help.
stabilize the system, you need to get 4 units of power in the system. You can fill a cell to max, empty a cell to 0, or transfer the full contents of one cell to the opposing cell.
Okay, so it literally is like water cup puzzle.
It is this is the direct transfer water puzzle
Okay.
flavored to give you, because it's hard to explain
Yeah.
power cell terminology. I just make sure everyone's fucking aware. You want to get 4 units of power in the system total. That's what you want to get. If you get that, you're good.
But we can only like fill or empty.
You can
or-
only fill, empty, or transfer from one to the other. And let's say, for instance, if Beros filled the left hand first and got the 5, and they tried to transfer to the right hand side, he would be left with 2 in the left hand side and 3 in the right hand side.
Okay.
Right.
So to give you an idea, there are 2 ways I worked out to solve this puzzle.
Did you enjoy these characters, guys? Did we have fun?
You can do it in to give you confidence.
I-
You can do it
question-
in as little as 7 moves.
That's too
question:
many.
if both sides are full and you transfer a full side to another full side,
Nothing
does it just
happens.
not work?
Nothing
Okay,
happens.
cool.
So if you have, say, 4 in one side and 3 in the other, and you try to transfer 3 to the 4, you would be left with 5 and 2. So you can't overfill. And if you have 2 full and try to transfer, nothing will happen. They can't fill each other. They can't overfill. So that is something to bear in mind. I'm going to put us back to the battle map now. I think I've explained it enough and you've looked at it enough to understand roughly what the concept is. But Barros, I think that will end your turn.
I get the concept, it's just figuring out how it works is a
that's
different
how
matter.
I fucking puzzle works,
doodling
Ryan.
map
I
nerd
get
at
the
the moment.
concept, I'm just not very smart.
If you looked at a puzzle, Ryan, and you were like, I understand the solution, then it wouldn't be a very good fucking puzzle, would it?
Those are my favorite.
Just to double check, you can fill, empty,
And just
Transfer.
I think this is a good
Well-
time. I'm going to call a little break now for little players,
Yep.
like Countdown. You know, we're going to get the little enigma up, you know, just before the break, so they can see if they can work it out. And this week's enigma is an actual bomb. We'll be right back.
My fucking camera
Nothing
keeps dropping.
saying you can't find a sword that just has a name.
Alrighty. Atlas,
Mm-hmm.
it is your turn.
Is anyone looking particularly hurt?
In your group,
Yeah, like a friend's hurt.
is anyone?
I
please,
don't care if anybody.
Please
we're
describe it
fighting
as
is hurt.
injured if you are above half health but hurt, bloodied if you are below half health, or critical if you are at 15% health or lower.
I'm bloodied.
Bloodied.
I'm a little
Injured.
hurt.
2 bloodied,
Injured.
Too bloodied.
2 injured. What you gonna do, bird? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna sit on a healing word in case either of you get critical. And I'm gonna chuck another ice knife at Tracky.
Sure thing, chicken wing.
Look out, Barrows.
Might be insensitive.
That is true. Barros is right
Oh,
by
go on,
him.
chuck the ice knife at Barris. He only said he was injured. Come on.
Fine.
I mean, he's a
it's
rogue.
fine.
He's gonna be pretty dexterous.
He's fine.
He's got this.
Fine, he's got it.
It's like casting
I
fireball
think
in
I
your
miss
tank.
anyway.
You miss, but
Please.
does the
But
explosion...
regardless of that, it explodes.
Yeah, the explosion goes
Dex
off anyway.
saves.
Dex saves for the two of them.
Yep, no worries.
Jackie feels. You take 2 cool damage.
Because Ice Knife is a spell, does my magic resistance kick in?
Yes, it does. You're resistant to all spell effects. They're magical.
That's pretty good.
Satyrs are broken. They're fake.
So I will roll a dex save with advantage.
And good thing you had it, or
18.
you would have taken 2
Yeah.
cool damage. In fact, you only take none because
You
it's a
take
cantrip.
none. No, it's not.
Not?
It's a first level spell.
Well,
Okay, how many first level spells do you cast?
2.
And a guiding bolt?
Guiding bolt I get for free because
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
It's a star ability. I get
Yeah.
2 free a day.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or to my spell level, right now I get 2.
That's fine. No worries. Effect.
So I got 1 spell left.
Yeah, that's grand. Alright, anything else, Atlas?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly
Fly.
somewhere. I can't really fly without this guy getting me, can I?
You fly over and down, yeah, he's gonna get a wee swing at you.
What if I just fly over? He's like quite far down. Is he down or is he up here?
He had to jump to hit you before.
Okay.
Not gonna tell you whether or not he's gonna hit or miss, but he had to jump to hit you before.
Screw it, I'll try and fly over.
You fly clean over him. Yes, so you can move 5, 10, 15 along the roof to there without provoking an opportunity attack, but then that does put you in that current position. And you're now high up enough that altitude has to be taken into account. So you are 30 foot up. The ground is 0. So if you fly straight down now 15 foot, you won't even touch the ground.
Okay.
So you'll still be at least 15 foot above the ground.
Can I move anymore?
Yeah, you still got 15 foot of movement.
Yeah, I'll just move up to get a bit closer to Barros and
Grant?
Duckweed.
Do you want to like just move 5, 10, 15 and then go to like 15 foot above the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're there and you're 15 foot above the ground. Noted. Alrighty then. Cultist next to Cyrus and Astra is going to look at the two of them. What armor are you wearing, Astra?
Let me see. Chainmail.
Female, cool. Cyrus has just fallen on his arse after his bad kick, though.
technically he fell on his face.
So he is going to try to stab Cyrus with advantage.
Yep,
No, don't stab him in the ass.
18 to hit for 4
Ah.
damage.
that will
Stabs
hit.
him in the ass.
I've got-
And with
I've-
that, Cyrus, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick myself up.
You get knocked down, but you get up again.
Ain't never gonna keep him down.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my axe.
Go for it.
11.
11 on a cultist.
Swing and a miss.
That's all you hear as you hit nothing but air.
You are not doing well tonight, man.
My dice are definitely cursed
Neither
on
of these
digital.
are doing well.
It's rubbing off. Mary's cursed dice are rubbing off on you.
They're not cursed. You have to believe in them.
Between
believe in
this
the
and the
dice.
rubbing horn thing, we need to fucking stop. No more rubbing. No more. No more polishing or
Give
rubbing.
me luck. Give me luck.
If you guys ever find
Yeah.
a genie lamp, just put it in the bin, okay?
Where'd the dog go?
Yeah. that's
You'll
pretty
find
much
that one
return.
genie that's
On the
actually a
bed.
demon.
Let me just check she's not.
Alrighty.
Unless
Anything
you go
else?
like,
I assume we stand up.
yeah, get up.
Any movement or...
Can I bonus action yell over to Barros? What's that thing doing?
Okay. You yell at him. Barros chooses not to reply. It sounds like Astra. Your turn.
She's laid on the
Oh,
bed.
sorry, I didn't know whether or not you were. I'll just reply. It's got lots of buttons. He's gone very Scottish.
Got lots of buttons.
Oren, is that you?
Barros,
It's got lots of buttons, and it seems to.
stop.
And
6 were so you said 12. So continue. So it seems it's got lots of buttons and it seems to
Stop using so many extra words.
because you still have to explain this to your allies.
Need. How many words have we got left?
You've got 3 left. No, you got 4 left.
You're falling. Hurry up. Hurry up.
It's
It's
got
falling.
buttons, and it seems to. Yeah, you've got 3 words, and it seems to.
It's got lots of buttons.
Nita is
and it
Nita.
seems to... Nita, I'll say is one word.
Nita.
Smush them together.
Move.
Needs to.
Smush them together.
Nita.
No, not
Needs
smush
to-
them together as a
needs to-
suggestion. Just
Nita.
try and make everything one word.
Need to.
Need to transfer them.
Transfer them. Okay. So you don't know how many he needs to transfer, how many he has to transfer. But you're aware that there's a puzzle happening. I'm getting a weird feedback on my own fucking headset, which is because I'm being too loud, I think. Right. Astra, it is your turn. Unfortunately, Barros has done his speaking for this round, Volgear, so you cannot give much insight based on your lovely workings out. But you might
that's
benefit from
fine.
getting Volgear close, I will say.
Yeah.
Astra's just gonna try and smack this dude again.
Go for it, smack away.
ASMR, smacking the cultist.
Ryan, like, I swear, I got a 5. Nope. I'm getting my other dice.
Go back to your digital dice. Maybe they've cooled off.
Maybe. I'm
Anything
going to
else,
get the other
Astra?
dice.
Any movement? Bonus action?
Does she move? No. Does she heal herself?
Oh.
No, that's
Off your feet.
Astra. At me.
Alrighty. Volgear. Still a guy next to you.
I can't solve a puzzle off that, so I'm gonna stab the guy in front of me.
Go for it. Stab, stab.
Stab, stab, stab. That wasn't a very good
Ghost
stab.
Mary in the background.
Mary
Swing
collecting
and
her
miss.
real dice. Her dice that aren't cursed.
This is never gonna go. This is never gonna work. Never gonna work. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Oh, I know what I should have done. God damn it!
P for papas. It's papas.
I'm gonna have to stay there. Can't do anything else.
Alrighty.
I know what I should have done. I should have disengaged and started running, but like
You
an
should have
idiot.
just shoved him. That's the most effective way of
Yeah.
killing these guys.
This guy sees you there. He just brings his blade around. To
Don't
stab
kill
you
me.
again. Gotta give it his best. Nat one.
Oh.
Natty one.
If he
I don't think he did
honestly,
his best.
though, if he had hit that, I would be dead
Well, there we go. He did not.
with that damage.
He did not hit you. Thank fuck.
For a second, I thought you meant if you had hit one, you would have been damaged. It's like, you said you weren't that injured.
No, I was bloodied.
Tracky.
Bloodied is not critical.
Tracky looks at Beros, panicking with the controls, yelling out like confused babblings. He smiles. He goes, "You cannot stop us. We are already in the other 2 cities. You are here,
Actually,
miles
you're
away."
You're not.
And you watch as he begins to cast a spell.
I wish I could counterspell. I tried so hard to murder him quickly.
And he teleports away,
Yeah.
Of course he
leaving
does.
you with the explosive.
And also all his guys, so I guess fuck those.
We'll die for the cause. Alrighty, Cultist 2 is up there. Cultist who's up there who saw Seros's terrible, like, fucking, is gonna come down on
We have to kill him
People's
so he
elbow.
doesn't tell people about that.
he's gonna try to do the same thing to Cyrus, that
Let's
Cyrus
hope it
did.
goes as well as it did for Cyrus.
Yeah, that's what it goes
So
worse.
he's going to make he's actually uses his action to do this. He's gonna jump down with his scimitar drawn and try to stab you in the head or shoulder blade as he comes down. So he's going to make initially a acrobatics check for his good landing. And you can make me an acrobatics check to dodge out of the way, Cyrus.
Okay.
He rolled a 19.
Fucking hell.
So if you roll a 14 or lower, he's gonna
Oh,
get an
fucking
advantageous
hell.
position here. He
Fuck.
lands next to you, Cyrus, in such a way you don't expect him to. And as he lands next to you, does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay. He brings it down with advantage and he plunges it into your side from an angle you're not expecting as he lands behind you. He's going to transfer 1d6 of his falling damage into you as well with the added momentum. You take 4, he takes 5.
Okay.
He's bloodied now next to you on the
How
ground.
you doing, bud?
I am also starting to look bloodied.
It's like a desperate brawl now. And while that's happening, Beros, you're there. There's controls in front of you. Beros, at the start of your turn, you get all of your words back. Before you do anything, would you like to yell anything to your party who have not
Think
yet replied?
carefully about what you're going to yell.
12
Do not
words.
extra
I'll-
wordy this
12
shit.
words.
5 jugs,
5 jugs.
3 jugs,
3 jugs.
need
Need
4 jugs,
4 jugs. Okay.
Dodge jugs.
only fill
Only fill
or empty.
or empty. You get 1 more.
Or transfer, but that's 2 words.
Remember transfer.
So empty or transfer.
I'll just throw in transfer as well.
Okay.
In the
only
hopes
fill,
that we
empty,
understand.
transfer. I'm gonna say everyone in the group can make an intelligence check. Beros, make me a persuasion check for how clearly and with your body language of how you're trying to explain, like how your
Oh, dear
gestures
God.
might add to this.
Dear God.
I'm gonna say 'cause you only lost 1 word. The DC we're gonna need to hit. Well, you hit it. It's fine. I say the DC we're gonna hit is gonna be 9. Is gonna be 15. So you.
Do
hit
I
it
get
fine.
any advantage for being a bit closer, so I could like see it a bit?
No. You just make a flat intelligence roll.
Worth a try.
Oh,
I'm still confuzzled by the first words he said.
Volgi and Cyrus are like, what?
It's fine.
As you get like stabbed by the scimitar and I get stabbed in the back.
Beros rolled so well. Even Volgir understands the concept. You're now all aware of the core rules of the puzzle that I explained when Beros first discovered it.
Astra rolled really well for it being a 0 modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see my face is like, where the fuck was that 3
Where
years ago?
were you? I don't look so freaking red. I hate this camera.
Change your white balance.
I did change my dice on the digital side, so I was like, maybe I'll just roll out the.
Yeah, just stick with those dice from now on.
They're amethyst dice, apparently.
That's better.
Amethyst.
Okay, so
Into a dice.
I think I know a little bit more just about the concept, so I'm going to use my action and bonus action to fill the 5 and empty the 3.
Okay, so action, bonus action to fill the 583. Let's go back to our engine puzzle. So you're going to empty the 3.
Yeah.
So you get rid of all of them, and you're going to fill the 5 instead.
Yeah.
Okay, you fill the 5 and empty the 3.
That's all I can do.
I will say, Beros, I should have said this earlier. At the end of Tracky's turn, the right-hand panel begins to light up, and you see instead of the 4 8s, it goes for 4 0s. So the countdown has.
And then it explodes.
It's 4 0. Sorry, it's I think I'll correct myself. It is 2 zeros and a percent sign. I think that probably is more dramatic.
Okay. Okay, cool.
There you go. Bingo. Gotta put that in fucking
We
layer.
can't see that. Now we can.
There you go. It's better.
Also, I just need to say, doing D&D last week without music was genuinely painful. Like, these silences without music was like, I want to pull out my own teeth.
Yeah, it's nice music. Music's nice. It fills the void. And it's worse if you're the only one who can't hear it because everyone else
Yeah,
hears
because
it and
everyone
doesn't need to
else
fill the
hears the
void.
music.
Atlas, it's your turn.
Okay.
What do? I'll take you back to the battle map.
Yeah, take me to the battle map. I mean, I still don't know what do, but I'm at the battle map now. See, I can use my movement to get up there next to Barros, but I cannot solve this puzzle.
Maybe you could help yelling things.
Yeah.
You could communicate.
Sure, I will move
Atlas
myself up.
could.
You could also make a hit. You could make an intelligence check as Atlas and see if you can
Yeah.
understand. About it.
Sure, I'll try making an intelligence check as
Intelligence.
Atlas. She's not very intelligent.
It's fine.
It's fine. Barris isn't either intelligent or wise.
Nope, she's not very intelligent.
Atlas is also confused by the puzzle.
Alice is like, yep, that is a
That's
bomb.
lights.
That's a puzzle.
Is there anything you would like to tell your group?
Take me back to the thingy.
You tell them about the number, the percent that's just lit up.
I would like to tell them about the number. How many words do I have?
12 words per round. So it does not mean you need to use them all this turn. That means per round, you have 12 words.
Okay. 5 are filled. So they know like the current.
Yep.
Don't count the talking in between. I'm working out what I'm working out.
5 are filled.
So they know the current situation. Screen says 0%.
That's 8 of 12. You got 4 more.
I'm stupid, help me.
Cool. Perfect. I think that would have warranted a group advantage if it was not already given to Barros. And just to make it fun, because I think this is nice, Barros, although you're the one who has the group advantage, if you would like to pass it to someone, I would say if you see someone roll and fail, I think it would make sense that you could then give it to them in the moment. But it's only your call to do so, because you are the one who was awarded it. So if you see someone make like a check that you think needs to succeed, you can like try to throw your ring in, and you can throw it in if I say attack misses or they fail, you can throw it in on before, like just after that happens. So you can be aware of the results. It should turn a failure into success. That's the goal, but it's not automatic. Cultist who Cyrus tried to jump on is gonna try to fucking fuck Cyrus.
Jesus, right here?
Stone
That's
Cold
not
Steve
appropriate.
Cultist.
Stone Cold Steve Cultist rolls a 17 and 7 damage.
Does
Ah,
he fuck you?
Does he fuck you?
I'm critical.
He fucks him.
Stone Cold Steve Cultist slices
fucks him
across
hard.
you. He looks you dead in the eyes. I don't know any Stone Cold Steve Austin quotes.
What?
He says, is that one of his? Did he just say the word what?
Something about beer and an ass whooping.
Yeah, he says that he's gonna give
He
you.
says those exact words.
He
something
says
about
something
beer and an
about
ass.
beer and an ass something. That's what he says. This is the exact phrase.
And then he stabs
He
you.
stabs you anyway. Fuck you. Yeah, not exactly. He says a little bit of the bubbly. He stabs you. I don't know if it was him or not. That was definitely someone from WWE. Cyrus, you're up.
As much as I'd like to hit this guy that just hit me, I'm gonna turn around and hit the guy behind me because he stabbed me in the back
Go
first.
for it.
Roll, please.
13 on the
13.
cultist will hit.
6 damagios.
You bring the battle axe down hard on the guy who jumped at you from the top rope, and you cut him in twain.
Fuck you.
And now your turn, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Anything else, Cyrus? Any moves? Speech?
Keep us updated on that percentage.
Okay, Astra. You're up.
Is it a free action to scream?
Uh,
Does that count as a word?
I would say it would count at least one of your words, yeah.
Okay.
So normally it is a reaction, but yeah.
Internal screaming from Atlas, got it.
I like to think that the mask, like, she turns the mask, just whips round to, like, point directly at you, and you could just feel, like, inside, like...
Glare!
You see some yellow square brackets text below Atlas appear as his internal screaming.
Like, how is she doing that?
Astra.
Okay.
There's the guy.
There's
He's there.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, but also, your boy's hurt. Or is it
Yeah, I
pointing?
know.
Your boy? No,
Your boy?
Your boy. Your boy? I think he's there.
He's there.
What to do? What to do? I could try and smack him, but that means I can't bonus action heal.
You can attack and then bonus action.
Oh, I
coming
can
up.
do that, can't I? Yeah.
Yep.
I was thinking in terms of spells.
As long as you don't cast a spell,
You could
As
just
your
punch
action.
people for free.
because
Yeah, but
if you cast a spell on your turn, the only other spell you can cast is a cantrip of a casting time of 1 action. So if you, as long as you hit him with your axe, you can then, that's fine.
Yeah, I was thinking I could hit him with the axe and then bonus action healing warrior.
Yeah,
No.
you could definitely do that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Very
Let's see if
viable
I
move.
hit.
What cultist?
Yeah,
Leather armor.
getting leather
You
armor
swing
in
and
the
you
clouds.
miss, Astra. The situation, it's so intense, the pressure. This is nothing like you've ever had to deal with before.
You can hear Atlas's internal screaming. It's really distracting.
And to be honest, although I'm saying like the percent is 0 right now, like it's going up in increments slowly. Like it's going up. Like, beep,
Okay, it's my
Beep.
last spell slot, so
Beep.
Louder internal screaming at each beep.
Everyone's just starting to hear like white noise in their brains.
you get 7 HP.
Thank you.
Make it count.
I'll try.
Alright.
You've been given
So,
some good intel,
just-
Volgear.
What's my... So, movement-wise,
Yep.
how much movement is it to go down that ladder?
The ladder is 20 foot tall.
If he starts yelling instructions, we can do them on our turn, right?
Yep.
So I can get to there.
You
Right,
don't
so
have
I'm
to
going to
do it,
use
but
my
you can tell
action.
them what to do.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have to
so I'm-
necessarily get to us. You can yell things
No,
at
but I'm
us.
going to start
Volgear-
moving your way, because if he
Volgear, I
hits me
will
again, I'm
say-
dead.
I will say, Volgear, it is a free movement to fall, but then you may have to spend half your movement to stand back up again if you fuck the landing.
And you might get
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
take
gonna
the
recommend
damage.
You will
don't do
What's the
that.
definitely get
damage?
hurt. Jumping from a 20-foot height, even if you perfect the landing, you will take a minimum of 1d6 damage.
Can I jump halfway off the ladder?
You could do that, yes, but you would still have to make a check. If you fall 10 foot, you have to make a check. Anything, and you can negate that 10 foot of damage. Anything over 10 foot, you can still make the check. We can only
What's the
ever
10
negate
foot of
that
damage?
initial 10 foot of damage.
10 foot of damage.
It's 1d6.
D3. No, it's still D6.
If you fell
It's
from
the-
20 foot, it'd be 2d6.
Right.
It's the d6 per every 10 foot you fall. So you could, I mean, like, I'm not gonna let you game it. You could fall 5 foot. You still make a check, but you would still have the risk of falling prone, but you would not take any damage if you fell prone.
Right, so 5. That's 25, so I'd only get to there.
Yeah.
Unless I jumped off, in which case.
At that point, Volkir, if you were planning on jumping off, you would be better, like, just running back a little bit, and then doing a,
Yeah, jump beyond them.
like that, you know?
Could
Just
you jump on
stab
them?
the guy and then yell at the others.
You could jump.
I'll stop
Yell
the gun.
instructions to
You
us.
could jump on top of the. You could definitely jump on top of the capacitor. Yeah. It's 10-foot drop to the capacitor, so you would be at risk of damage, but you could avoid it.
I'll yell at people first.
Mm-hmm.
So just to double check before we get going, George shouted out, "Filled 5." And that was the only relevant thing besides the percentage, wasn't
She
it?
said filled 5, 3 empty, I think was what she said, or something along those lines.
I was just trying to describe.
She
like,
got
Five-
it clear.
five-
that
five
were
full,
full,
3
and
empty.
3 were empty. That's the last
Right.
detail of the current position.
So, transfer 5. I'm going to pause. Empty
Yes.
3. Pause. Transfer 2.
I'm gonna say, Will, every pause I'm counting as a word.
Right, so I'm up
I
to
think that
what,
is
8?
fair because it's not a
Yeah.
matter
Yeah,
of
downwards.
it's not a matter of
Words, it's a matter of
punctuation or
time.
words. It's a matter of time. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you're there like
Yeah.
okay,
You've got three
transfer
left.
5, empty 3, transfer 2. Like it's so there's a little break.
Yeah, so
in
I
it.
get one more. I get this one more run, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Fill 5.
So the instructions given there was transfer 5, pause, empty 3, pause, transfer 2, pause, fill 5, and then he runs out of words.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because that is 1,
and
2,
then
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep.
at the risk of dying, I'm going to attack this sodding bloke again.
Make your attack.
Hope to do
I
good.
hope you don't die,
He's
because those are
injured.
crappy last words.
Oh my god!
And it does not hit.
Oh, come on, guys.
If he hits me accurately, I'm dead.
He will
Find out in a
retaliate on
second.
his turn, and we'll see if he fucks the one person who solved this puzzle. Because that would be hilarious. 6 will miss, though. And he rolled a good damage again. He rolled
I
6
know.
on the dice again. This guy really wants you dead.
He knows he's the one who solved the puzzle.
Worked it out. He knows.
Metagaming. This old cultist is metagaming.
Okay,
Ban him.
that will end his turn though. Betos on the console. I'll
Um,
go back to the console screen so you can have a little look.
Yeah.
What are we dealing with?
So, transfer 5.
So you transfer the 5 to 3, so that's going to leave you with. Give me a second here because I have to manually do this. It's not exactly the most easy thing in the world. Okay, leaves you with 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
2 and 3,
Oh,
sorry.
Yep.
What to say?
highlight enough.
Math doesn't math.
Did not highlight enough fucking things. There we go. Go to GM layer. Bing.
This is where we're like, we can't solve the puzzle. It's just
and
because Harry
then-
hasn't highlighted one.
Empty 3.
Eros, by the way, the text that has gone up to 25 since the last turn.
Cool.
So you think you have approximately another 2-3 turns?
I'll empty the 3.
Empty 3, got it.
Then that is all I can do for an action and bonus action.
It is indeed. Okay. Atlas.
You might as well shout and confirm.
Yeah, I'll shout and confirm. First 2 moves done.
You can give readouts even like, transferring 5, emptying 3. Like you can give like, as you're doing it, you can give like confirmation.
Yeah.
This is giving me strong like engine like core vibes of like transferring 5, emptying, like gonna kind of give any kind of intel like to pass it to your higher up.
Got it, dude!
Rich.
Give me the
I'm getting
options.
all she's done. Atlas,
Um,
do you want to have a little diddle go?
hang on. Does anyone look critical?
Vulgar.
I'm
think
not
Cyrus
critical,
looks
I'm
critical.
still bloody.
No,
Still
Cyrus
I'm
is
still bloodied.
Okay.
I'm still within 1 hit, but I'm.
body's also weak.
Mm. Hang on, move me
I
back.
can
How
s-
close are you?
Back. Ding. He is within from you. He is 20-foot elevation, but that doesn't matter because you're past 20
I
foot
would-
anyway. He's about 35 foot from you.
I would also point out the guy in front of me is also at his go.
Yeah, but you can't hit him as well, so...
Yeah, I know, but at least I get one more free action.
You'll be right. You'll be right.
You'll be fine. Wait, does that
Look,
does,
there's a
can
cleric, and if you get knocked unconscious, I can still heal you. You know.
question
Would in fact not
can
be
can Atlas use her action to complete the other instructions?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my
Yes.
action and bonus action
Okay.
for the next 2 steps.
And what are they?
Transfer
Oh,
2.
God.
Transfer 2. I assume you're calling out in
I'm calling out as I do it.
okay. So transfer
Alright.
2.
I'm taking as we go.
I don't know whether writing this down is cheating. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's happening quickly enough that you wouldn't forget.
So you transfer 2, and then what do you do?
I fill 5.
Okay. Transfer 2, full 5. That leaves you with 5 and 2.
And I update that I've done that, and I'm like, percentage 25%.
At that point, Atlas is probably closer to 33.
33%! And then I use all my other words going, ah! No, I just use one word going, ah.
Yeah, it's only one more to
And-
scream.
Volga is just thinking in his head. So grabs a bomb and flies with it. Doesn't scream. In front of bomb and screams.
Well, she went out quite quickly.
Strange
You couldn't
bird.
really hear if she was screaming the first time.
Just the whole way down,
Ah!
the whole way back.
It's
She, like,
weird. I got the
screams
echo
all the
from
way
that.
back up, and before she flies in, she's like, back.
This guy here, Astra, how injured are you?
Bloodied.
And you've got a he knows that. And you've got your unarmored armor, don't you, Cyrus?
Yeah.
Because his pecs are just so hard.
What did he hit you with? Did he hit you with 17 last time? He did, didn't he?
He did hit me with a 17.
Just for my sake, because I'm not looking at your AC. Would you say he easily hit you, or he just hit you?
He nearly hit me with a 13.
Okay, so you're the easier target of the two, unfortunately. So he's gonna keep on you. He's been doing you so far. He's gonna keep on doing you.
Gonna keep
20 to
on
hit for
doing me.
5.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Just stab, stab, stab. Just unrelenting from this guy. He just keeps plunging in. This is the guy you have to jump on. And he is still healthy. No one has managed to hit this fucking guy. Cyrus, you are up.
I'm about to try.
Come on, Cyrus!
I think my echo is coming from Anthony somehow, by the way. I don't know if that is true or not.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know. I'm just getting feedback every now and again. It might be my own feedback loop, but I just Anthony's thing flash up.
14 to hit.
14 on a cultist, Cyrus. Will hit.
Oh, thank
I
God.
was gonna say, if it misses, we just go home.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, that was nearly an 8. 5 damage.
Yeah, it's 5
The
damage.
sheriff.
He's
The sheriff. We
bloody.
walk out. The sheriff's like, "Did you save the
Still
town?"
standing.
Boom.
I was so close to like max damage.
Anything else, Cyrus? So close to max damage on a battle axe? Battle axe is D10, apparently.
Yeah, but I mean like, it's only 2 off.
That's not max
Yeah.
damage.
No, it's not.
No,
I got
I mean like,
free
my
reaction
quiz.
to
It's like on
cry.
100%.
I mean it would have been 8 plus 3.
It wouldn't be enough to kill him, yeah, but...
It would have the max damage on him, not max
okay.
damage.
I figured, I think you were
Um,
comparing max damage as like a D8. It's like,
No,
I
no.
rolled a 16. That's like a nat 20, right? It's like, no.
No, I meant max damage on him. The others seem to have it handled. I'm busy not dying, so
Fair enough.
yeah.
Astra. He's bloodied. What you gonna do?
Well, I haven't done anything yet.
I think Astra needs this.
Can I bonus action look at Astra and be like, finish him?
Fuck it, I'll try again, but dice gods, please be with me.
How do you change your dice? I need to change my
A
dice.
19?
Will
First
not
time I actually hit
unfortunately, no. No, of course it hits. The 19 of course hits. What do damage?
He's suddenly so tough.
He casts
for fuck's
shield on
sake.
himself 5 times in a row.
4.
4? He had 4 hit points
Finally!
left. You bring down Stone Cold Steve Cultist in a final swoop that he honestly was not expecting coming from that flank anymore. He'd really let his guard down. Like, It's like being annoyed by a fly, and then like it really was his downfall. Anything else, Astra?
Hold
Don't
on.
let
Just...
Volgir die. We need him.
Yeah, but she used her last spell slot on the barb. Like she can't.
Always using less spell slots on the barb.
Hey, the barb needs some healing.
To be fair, if she didn't heal you, you'd be down probably.
I'd be dead.
Okay.
I'd be
on
down.
death saves, which is not
Yeah.
dead.
Go here.
Taran lived half his life on death saves.
By playing dead.
No, Taran would be on death saves, come back to life and be like, oh no, I am still, no need to hit me anymore, I am dead.
Performance check. Bard obviously succeeds.
So it's pass on your turn.
Yep. That's
Alright.
Volgir.
You can mock all you like,
Right.
but it got him to level 20.
So, because I'm getting pissed off with this guy, and I swear he's going to kill me,
Yep.
I'll do the speaking first before I forget. So, I'll have understood that you've done the 4 moves.
Yep.
Transfer 5 to 3. Empty 3. Finished.
Okay. yep,
4
more-
and 0. That's the end of it, isn't it? I was just trying to calculate my words in my head there. Sorry.
That's fine.
Right,
you
and
vote.
then I'm gonna disengage.
Yep.
15 feet, jump.
Okay.
Back
Yep.
over here.
You clear the jump. So
Jump with
we
your
running
little
jump.
dwarf legs.
So yeah, move yourself. Bingo.
He's a dexterous dwarf.
Dexter's dwarf.
And then I'm gonna. Have I got anything left? Have I got a bonus action?
I've
You're
just
bonus
realized
action,
the bomb
Can
has
I-
initiative.
Yeah, I
Can
just
I-
seen that.
The bomb has initiative. It's when the bomb goes.
Well, the guy
bomb.
who was using the bomb fucked
It's the
off,
bomb's
so...
turn sometimes.
Can I pull my bow back out, please?
Sure. Alrighty. Cultist you were just with is going to Five, 10, 15. Get to there. He's gonna see Cyrus on a clear downstroke, or he's gonna see you horizontal from him. He's gonna flip a coin.
He's gonna flip a coin in the middle of a battle?
Well, I'm flipping coin as the fucking DM, so I make an informed decision based on the AI's choice.
That
He
guy
will
just, like,
leap
gets
over
out a
here,
coin, he's like...
Oh,
and
for
he sees
God's
Volgir
sake.
running away, trying to get away, and he tries to stab you in the back, Volgir.
Ah.
Not letting
Well,
get
at
away
least
so
you got us the
easy.
instructions.
You're too far to heal now anyway, so
14,
you know.
I think we'll miss.
14 is my armor class.
4 slashing.
I'm heavily bloody, like heavily critical.
Okay.
You're critical.
Extra critical.
Like Volgir is about to fall
Don't you
over.
beep, beep, beep,
Critical.
beep,
Yeah, don't you beep 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 us.
Eros, as the bomb reaches 50%, you hear the beep, beep, shift to beep, 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 and it begins increasing at twice the speed it did before. It is
You
now
also-
going-
Immediately
You also hit next to-
transfer
you
5
also
to
hit
3,
next to
empty
you.
3.
So,
You hear the beeping ramp up, and also the nervous bird sounds next to you ramp up.
so you're transferring 5 to 3, which is going to be a 4.
So Beerus is just hearing a beep 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 cheep 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 cheep.
She's an owl,
And
so
then
it's probably
empty
like
free.
pretty disturbing screeching noises. Like
And then you
quiet
empty 3.
screamo.
Very well done.
We did it!
The
And by we, I
rapid
mean Will
beeping.
specifically.
Barros,
I'm above you,
This
George.
would-
We
Click
clicked some buttons.
this would have been
Oh.
Barros's
Will
last turn
specifically.
to disarm the bomb before it exploded. If it got back to the bomb's initiative count before this, it would have gone off. But as you dump the right cells in the right direction. And you're watching as he's doing this, the capacitors are flaring and dying down and flaring and dying down. And he's not just controlling the bomb, it's hardwired itself into the engine itself. And the engine, like, at points gets dangerously hot, scarily quiet, and finally, a nice, calm, steady washing over.
I thought you were gonna say it powers down. It's like, fuck.
No. You
That
hear
music, though. The music dropped.
confident.
Yeah, the music ended and it was
Yeah.
like, oh no.
You hear the confident hum of the engine running normally. The bomb has been disabled. There is one cultist, however,
One guy
still
left.
remaining. Atlas.
No,
I'm gonna say,
just-
Barrows, it's your turn. Like you waited for all to trickle down.
Yeah, I will free action. Next time, Dwarf, you're disarming the bomb.
I would if I didn't have this stupid bastard in my way.
Leave the killing to me next time and you disarm.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Can I get myself within 30 foot of this guy if I use flying
You
or shit?
fly.
Yeah.
What's your moon speed?
30 foot.
Then you have to dash, but yes.
No, can I get myself within 30 feet of him?
Within 30 foot of him? Yeah.
Because I'm 60 foot from him, but there's like
Yeah,
elevation
you can
here that I
fly
just-
straight up 30 foot to the rooftop, and then you get a clear straight shot of him.
Cool. I'm gonna thorn whip him. If I thorn whip him,
He'll fall on top of Cyrus, yes.
cool.
I assume that's what you want.
I was just wanting
Yes.
to pull him off, but you know.
You can make it fall
That
on
also
Cyrus if you want.
sounded
Or
sexual. I don't.
you want to pull him
It's like,
off.
no.
God.
Instead, you can pull him off onto one of those purple crystals.
Yeah, I mean, I probably won't be able to. I miss a thorn whip like 90% of the time, but you know. I'll try.
With the amount of low roll things I've done, you better.
22 for
There you
1
go.
piercing damage will hit.
Pull him into the crystals.
Okay, you pull him off.
No, I don't. I don't pull him
You
off.
pull him
You
off.
pull
That's
him
what you
off.
do.
With
Polish
my-
horns,
I pull
pulling
him off
off,
with my
and
thorn
Gucci
whip.
hits.
You pull him off.
Oh,
Roll
that
me a
must
d6
hurt.
falling damage, and I'll roll his acrobatics
That must
check.
be sore.
Roll me.
Somebody-
That's what we call a magical
Roll
circumcision.
falling damage from. Roll me
Okay,
d6.
what am I rolling?
D6, please.
D6?
Falls up the crystals. You just take one. D6 4. He's critical, but still standing.
I don't have.
He is
things I can do.
he's not prone either with that landing. He stabilizes himself, and he's now next to Cyrus. And you see Cyrus. He like licks his lips at you.
That's gross. I don't like that he did that.
Well, you did just pull him off, so
I
he
just
might be
pulled
turned
him
on a
off.
Got
bit.
pulled off. So
The only thing I can do as a bonus action is heal people, so I'm not gonna.
okay.
Oh wait,
Cyrus is pretty
how you
critical.
looking, Cyrus?
Cyrus is pretty fucked.
Critical.
You're critical.
Yeah.
Volgear also looks
Yeah.
pretty fucked though.
And I used a cantrip of one action, so I can still.
Yep, you can still heal somebody.
Okay.
Volgear's fucked and Cyrus is fucked.
Volgar's fucked, but Volgar's up here, so I think he'll be okay.
Okay. Then
So,
heal Cyrus.
Cyrus, get.
The healing word is
The healing word is and finger guns. That's the important bit.
Cyrus's ear twitches.
Oh.
I can't
Volgear
wait for your
just on-
mass. I cannot wait for your mass healing word, which is just slamming a jukebox like the
I
falls.
slam their chest like it's a jukebox.
And then music starts playing.
I couldn't find healing word for a second there. I was like, did I unlearn healing word? Because that's gonna be
Oh,
embarrassing. No, you're good.
Volgear's just going to see that, and then just underneath his breath, he's just going to go
7
healing
words.
sponge.
It's not great, but you'll take it.
Hey, I'll take it. It's fucking great. Thank
Cyrus,
you.
A bloodied individual looms over you from their perch on a gemstone.
Battle axe. Fuck.
Not T1. You swing and you miss, Sir Cyrus.
You know what? I take that.
Maybe
heal
I'm gonna
back.
get an extra turn.
Anything else, Cyrus? Bonus
Can
action,
I-
movement.
Does anybody have an inspiration?
Not on
Uh,
me.
Fuck it, yeah. We've been the last one. I'll give you the group
Okay,
inspiration.
group inspiration from Barros is passed to Cyrus.
Yeah.
It has to be used now in the moment. So when you pass it, it's being used on this dice. So roll it again.
Yeah.
A
17!
There we
will
go.
hit,
Yay.
and you bring the bad luck. You
If
didn't
he
even need to roll
doesn't
damage.
die, I'm so
He's
angry.
got 2 health left.
Yay!
Even though you rolled minimal damage because you're a
You
fucking
rolled so
terrible
shit.
attacker. You're so bad at this. I hope this puts you down for a while. You bring
And
the
you
axe
said leave
down
the damage
hard.
to you.
Is that the only cultist you've managed to
Dude.
kill?
Yeah, it
No,
is.
I killed the other guy.
Okay, that's okay.
I killed the guy
then.
that stabbed me in the back. I cleaved him in like one
I
hit.
thought this was
took
just
him
the
out.
first guy you
He's
managed to
cheese
kill.
kebab, the other one.
Yeah. So you bring it down hard on this guy, and you watch as he recoils back and just like dies, just like.
I also kicked the other guy off the ledge. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
killed a couple.
the dice hit me.
So,
The dice hit me tonight.
And me. They hit all ASMR tonight.
The
They hate me.
a moment's
I'm
pause,
doing alright. I'm still on full health.
a moment's silence.
I didn't take any damage that entire fight.
A
I
lack
took
of
all the
beeping.
damage.
Everything seems to be under control.
The engine's still making noise
It's-
though, right?
Yeah, it's
I was about to
it's
say-
still going.
I was about to say, are you still chirping? And they got it still.
Fucking hells.
Is Astra able to contact Thingy, or is she too far away with the wrist?
You
You
think
have
the-
like the open channel though.
the on the
Yeah.
open channel, you've not heard much since you've got here, to be honest.
Okay.
I will say
Uh,
on the way down, you encounter things like dead city. I brushed over it because like.
Yeah.
boring.
They've
but you,
murdered their
yeah.
way in.
They fought the way you guys came in is the way they came in, and they killed people to get here. So like you took out the patrol that she lost contact with. That's why you were sent as like a response team. But all the resources they had were defending the Sun Isle engine and keeping the Moon Isle held aloft with like magical arcane chains.
Any of the cultists got fun shit on them?
You wanna do some looting?
I want to do some.
No, I want to do some work.
I'm gonna pick up my spears that I threw and missed.
Oh, yeah.
Astra's gonna keep, or no.
I want to loot this person that's been chasing me around the place for the last fucking half an hour.
Well, instead of doing individual loot for each fucking person, because that's going to be way too fucking long, you find, padding down, and I want you to share this out among the group however you wish, you find 13 gold pieces worth of credits on all the hollow straps. So if you want to divide that, I think that works out to be about
So,
3
13.
each, and then like an extra 1 spare, one gold spare. So it's... there's also 1 healing potion, 1 basic healing potion.
So everybody gets 32 chits.
Yep, everyone gets 32 shits.
Who gets the healing potion?
Keep to one side for the moment.
Probably advised to give the healing potion to someone who does not have access to healing. Someone like...
I have access to healing and I don't get hurt very often. So.
I've got cure wounds.
I've got access to healing.
And I will say as well, we're running with the rule of a healing potion to give yourself as a bonus action. A healing potion to administer to someone else is an action, because that's open their mouth, pour it down their throat. But your tank who takes a lot of hits, maybe. Your ranger who
Yeah.
stays back. From a personal point of view, what I've seen in this fight, Volgir would be my choice, because he stays back quite a lot. And he could run up and
Yeah,
then
probably a
heal
good
one of
idea.
your healers, and then that would in
Administer.
turn heal everyone else.
Yeah.
If
Or-
Cyrus is in the middle of the thick of it, he might struggle to get to your healer. That,
Yeah.
Just from point of view of what I've seen in this fight, that's what I would assess as a good move.
Also,
Also,
with a
it's-
tank, you don't really want to be someone who needs.
Yeah.
to
I'm
help
also
and
going to
heal.
the
Yeah.
next combat's going to put like 15 people at the back, and then they come in surprise round and kill Volgir immediately. So like, don't trust me. Like, but based on what I've seen,
Or-
that's what I would advise.
Well,
Barris was
yeah.
gonna move quickly.
Barris is the quickest with his bonus action dash, so
Yeah, but
Also,
Barros is also one to just get in there regardless, and he always ends up seen in situations where he's surrounded.
Also, I'm not gonna suggest this now, but Atlas being able to move around via flight, if we ever get access to things that can like heal from a distance item-wise, that would be useful.
is there
it's
anybody carrying
300
it?
chits.
Huh?
So it breaks down to 300 chits, not 30 chits.
Oh,
Yeah. I for clarity, sorry, maybe I said 13, 1-3,
Gold, yeah.
so
1-3 gold.
Ryan, have you been doing your maths right?
no, hang on. That's 130. 13 gold is 130.
chits, yeah.
Yeah,
So everyone
so.
gets 32 chits. I think it still throws you off a little.
Oh
bit.
yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh,
30.
right. Because I have 18 gold.
Everyone technically get 32.5 chits, so you'd be left with like
I'll take the
2
32.
chits left over. So
Yeah, no, it's just I just basically took because it was basically 30 chits each, and then there was like a gold left over
yeah,
or something.
That would be
So
correct. Yeah.
yeah, isn't my math?
It's 32 chits each, and then there's a gold left over.
Yes,
Oh,
put that
maybe
into
I've
treasure.
just been confused. I thought 1 gold was 100 chits.
Hang on. Yeah, no, I think Ryan might be fucking this a little bit.
It is.
I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was 10, 10,
Yeah,
It'd be
10.
130
Yeah.
silver, so it'd be 13,000. So yes, 325
Oh.
chits each. So everyone gets 325 chits.
Sorry, my bad.
Is that why you've
Barbarian.
been? Is that why you've been so poor? Because you've just
Yeah.
You've been
given
transferring.
yourself.
I think I have more money than I do.
Yes.
300 and
130 silver effectively divided by 5 is 26 silver apiece.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
not silver,
'cause-
it's gold. So it was
So-
13 gold.
Yeah. So we just need to. Someone needs to take an extra gold.
Nice.
Well, no, because
start
if you
making-
divide it
can't-
in the chits, which
Well, if
is...
someone needs
If
to.
you divide in the chits, then in
13 gold.
copper it's divisible, because it's 325
Yeah,
copper
true.
each.
so
if you
everybody
divide the
gets
chits,
how much?
325.
130?
Everyone gets 325.
Oh shit.
325 chits is what everyone gets, so 325
Yeah.
copper.
Ryan,
Do
you
we
should have
wanna,
started with 1,000 chits, not like 100.
Do we want to maybe get out of the creepy engine room full of dead cultists and tell them that the priest is evil?
Yeah, I need to contact.
We should
Sure.
probably
I
contact
should have
first
done that
and
in
let them
Alice's
know,
voice, but my throat hurts.
because then, like, they probably want to send a guard unit to make sure that they don't come back.
Yeah,
'cause he's, like,
as they're-
at large.
On the move, Astra will relay to the sheriff that the water aisle is secure, but the leader is the high priest of the temple of
Tracky
Satharnar,
Osterworth, he's called.
Chaki Astra.
You
Out
hear
of curiosity,
shots.
just while we're traveling through the tunnel, do any of the guards have shields on them?
Any of the dead guards?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Whoa, you can't loot dead bodies that were good, guys. That's against the rule.
Just find a discarded shield.
If they're not using a shield, I'm gonna pick up a shield.
He like goes like, I see you have a standard issue guard here. You're like, no. I found this.
That's against the adventuring guide logbook.
Screw the logbook, I need the shield.
You're a tank. You are the shield.
Are you proficient with a shield?
Yes.
Yeah, barbarians use shields.
It means I
They
can wear a
do
shield and
have
still get
shields,
my.
But they have suffered combatant damage, so there's effectively -1 shield.
That's no good.
But still,
Wait,
that's
so it'd
plus
be a +1.
Yeah, it's +1. It's no fucking good. So- okay, it's a -5. Fuck you then. You pick it up and splinters your little bum bum.
Yeah, I'll
Oh
take
yeah, the DMs give me a +1 free to my AC. That's a shit buff.
I'll take a +1 shield, thank you.
No money. Alright.
I have a shield if you want to swap, but you gotta charm me out of it.
I'm not very charming.
Please do not fuck the bird.
The bird's gonna try and fuck everyone. You can't stop her.
The bird's a whore.
The bird's a whore.
Alrighty. So you send it the message,
Mhm.
Astra, and you hear a response, and you hear Watchtower Aqua 5 received, sending message. Let's pause. After about 30 seconds of traveling back through the tunnels, like following your steps, you hear Watchtower 5 to previous call sign that did not call out, assume civilian. Message has been heard by Sheriff Alaro. Please return to council building. That is her order. Return to council building. We're sending reinforcements that way now. That way you
They
secure
sound
the
they sound less panicked.
Yeah, they're chilling.
Mm.
Suppose
You're
we
from
better get
999?
get in the wheels.
You ever from
Yes.
999? They're so chill
Yeah,
all
they
the
are.
time.
They're very chill.
They don't
Yeah.
fuck. You could be like, 999, there's a bomb in the building where you are, 999. They'd be like, okay, well, that's completely fine. Let's not worry about that. Like, they're just so fucking chill all the time.
Can you confirm that address,
Yeah, well,
please?
it's where I am right now, under my, oh, I'm picking it up. I've got it in my hand. I have the bomb in my hand right now. Yep, it's confirmed. It's here. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we get back in the wheels and drive to the council building.
The horseless carriage. They have names now, yeah?
Yes, self-carriage.
Yeah.
Self-carriage. Also known as a horseless carriage. It's kind of like a nickname given to it by people. You all return back to the council buildings. At this point, the Moon Isle has actually been dragged up a little bit. It is no longer hanging by a thread. There are enough arcane chains basing it to the rest of the city that it is relatively secure. It is still at a 90-degree angle from the rest of the city and not transversable at all.
But it's not going anywhere.
It's not leaving yet, and there has already been people dispatched to try to repair the damage, try to repair the engine, to try to get it working again.
We're probably gonna have to find a new tavern, though.
Yeah.
I paid for like 2 extra days there.
You
Maybe
find-
you can use them later.
You find
Hope
Gillen.
nobody like left anything.
You
there,
find
know?
Gillen down there crying in the street, like my
Barrow's sliding up like, not. Is this a bad time? Because
I need a refund.
Transferable?
Might all fall into the sea. Oh, I should have seen this coming. Oh, a flying city is a terrible investment, the bank said. And like, oh, the whole back and forth.
And he doesn't even have his spare trousers anymore.
He doesn't.
He does not.
Head
to the council building.
You head in, and you're greeted warmly by Sheriff Alaroche. He shakes each of your hand in turn and goes, "Well, we could not have done that without you, that is for damn sure. And you have my thanks. But,
Alice just holds her hands like, what we really would like is your money.
don't worry. That will come in
I'm
time."
gonna shake the sheriff's hand.
I'm not going to
covered
disagree
in
with that.
blood, just be like, still hobbling
Thanks,
away.
hopefully, but we would like your money more
Don't
than
worry.
thanks.
That is greatly understood. The Chancellor would like to speak to you briefly and also give you a medal of recognition from the city as a thanks for you. You are
That's cool.
brought through.
It is.
a nice, fine.
Also,
room.
Alice has reached the point of with her massive broken look now that like every single word there's just like a frantic gasp between them. It's like just actively dying a little.
I feel like Astra Bloody's also trying to help Volgir like up the steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, is there anyone that's about that could give me a bit of a hand?
Astra has the Healy hands, does she not?
Yeah,
but she doesn't know stuff's gonna like hit the fans as they get in here.
Just
Like,
saving that.
save it. That's her last reserve of healing.
If
Like,
he dies, he dies.
if he dies, she'll use it then. But until then, no.
Well, if he begins to die.
Yeah.
Just give him a biscuit and slap him on the ass. He'll be all right for at least a while.
Loses 2 hit points from the slap, instantly unconscious.
Don't pull in Akira,
I will
please.
say though, as everyone's like in the carriage on the way to the council building, Alice is like, well, and just like opens her fills her pockets like full of biscuits, like brings them out. I was like, biscuit anyone?
I feel
I
like
would love a
Astra, like
biscuit.
eyes closed, just like
Cyrus
swipes
will
for the
take a
biscuit.
biscuit.
How many biscuits do you eat?
I don't know how many I managed to steal because I was gonna ask. And
Roll
then
me a
shit hit the
D20.
fan. I hope I managed to steal 20 biscuits.
Yeah, the only natural 20 of the night.
Just wheel out the tray.
11 biscuits.
Astra takes one, like takes off a corner and feeds it to Pip. He's probably been hiding.
I'll eat 2.
Under
I already
cloak or
stuffed my
something.
face with
You
a lot
two
of
biscuits,
biscuits
fine.
before.
I'll eat whatever is left from Volgair and
Cyrus will take
Cyrus.
one
Barros
biscuit.
eats like he
I'll
pulls
just
out
have
like
one.
the handball and he's like
So,
one of those
1,
goats at
2,
the petting zoo
3.
like blah, 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 blah.
I said 2 from Atlas, so that's 4. So you eat 7 biscuits, Barros.
Yes.
Barros, you gain
Diabetes.
You gain 3 temporary hit points from eating all of these biscuits.
Oh.
However, you do
Biscuit
gain
strength.
1 level of exhaustion, which lasts until the temporary hit points have been removed. Because you're like, oh,
Good call, Matt.
I've eaten too many biscuits.
It's a lot of shortbread. Slop
Like,
Thank
packages.
you.
my tummy
Jammy Dodgers.
hurts.
I'll be driving and just like hold like one hand on the wheel, one hand on my stomach. They're really good, the biscuits, but
They're really buttery. Like, oh my god, how
Might
is
be
there
an
so
eight
much
biscuits.
butter in these biscuits?
Wait, these aren't biscuits. These are just those little packs of butter that they give you to spread on toast.
Oh no! What have you done, Atlas?
He's just had like 7 Dremore butter, like the gold foil packs, like the ones you get in
Like, in the
hotels. Like,
foil as well.
I'll never touch butter again
He is-
after this.
He is part goat, so the foil probably doesn't
Yeah.
hinder him at all.
Like, straight down the gullet.
Like eating
Also,
shreds.
Ryan
but,
very
Oh.
nearly did a spit take.
Yeah.
yeah, very nearly.
close.
Mary did too, so.
But you all get to the council buildings. You find yourselves in this grand chamber. There's an award ceremony where you are paraded up in front of a lot of people who you don't fucking know, who seem to be of relative importance to the city itself. You are all given the formal title of Savior of Olel Unareth for actions of bravery, selflessness, and
And this comes with some sort of medal
minor
we can
stupidity,
weigh.
as quoted by the Chancellor herself. And yes, she gives you all a medal, which shows the elvish symbol of the city. Is a recognizable, like military style accolade you receive,
Pin down a
Um,
little robe.
and it will be recognized where
Keep it.
anywhere in amalgamate space. This is important. Anywhere in amalgamate space, presenting this medal will allow you some access over the common person. Wearing it in non-amalgamate space will also have a severe risk of outing you as a potential enemy. So if you wore it,
So
say,
I
in the
can't wear it at
Draconid...
home.
You could, because they're not necessarily war. The
Okay.
Draconid sector would consider someone wearing this medal immediately hostile. If they recognized it.
So, an amalgamate space gives buffs.
Draconic, no.
And
Amalgamate
this is one of those ones
space.
where
And if you're not draconic or amalgamate, you just look like a bit of a prat because you're wearing medals out and about.
And what I'll build. I don't have it yet, but I will make a homebrew item for it that you will equip like a bit of armor or a weapon. And if say you end up in a position where you're being boarded or you're being attacked, I'm gonna be like, okay, who's wearing the badge or not? And then you fucking have to check the inventory and see if you got it equipped or not. And then that's gonna be the call. I think it'll the same way every way. You know, I'm wearing my
How
badge.
long
I have
does
to
it
equip.
take? Action?
Action to put on or remove the badge.
Okay.
But you might not know who's boarding you until it's too late.
Yeah.
So just like things, remember, like, so I will put an item on. I just need to build it for you. But it's a fun little mechanic that I will put on there for you. But it basically signifies you're a friend of the amalgamate on a city level. So not on a planetary level, but on a capital level.
So, amalgamate
You say
and
you've-
non-amalgamate.
So on
So we can just go around and just be like, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am? Do you see this medal?
anywhere in
Unless we're
like,
in draconic space, in which case be like, you don't know who I am. You don't.
Primary example, like, so you could go into like Galandan's tavern. You could present the medal and be like, look, I'm the savior of the city. I would like a free night, please. And I was like, okay, advantage on the precision check, get yourself a free night. Like, so it's one of those ones where it's like, I mean, fucking, I just watched Ant-Man last night. It's, you know, like the fucking coffee shop guy when like Paul goes in and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
you're such a good man. Oh, thank you so much. Like, you know, that whole kind of thing. And then, you know, then you go to Draconid space, you're gonna get a coffee
Spider-Man.
there, and it's like, you know, oh, you are the man with the bug, $12, like that whole kind of thing. So it could be as petty as that. Like, it could be civilians pick on you or like give you bones as well, like just depending on whatever kind of how they perceive you as. But just yes, you receive that. It is there. I'll put an item up, but I'll get it actually on there. I just hadn't enough time, unfortunately, because I have some work today until like 6 o'clock, so I didn't get home at like 7. But you know, had to cry about being in work. Okay, fuck capitalism. But regardless, you all also receive 4,000 chits each. And you
What's
are
that
offered
many?
exclusive transport to any of the other 2 sky cities on the planet. The lockdown is still in effect, but if you wish to go anywhere, you are permitted to travel. But I will say this, if you pooled your chits, you could potentially charter a TEV a short distance off-world, probably about a sector or 2. Or at least to another habitable planet, because realistically a TEV's not going to go
Could it get us to the Omphalos?
to the Omphalos where we currently are.
Probably not.
Almost
Gonna
on
guess.
6k chits.
Let me check.
So just to double check that I'm correct with thinking this.
How rich are you?
4,000 chits is 400 silver or 40 gold.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm just putting mine in chits.
I do mine in gold because
Yeah.
I do
So I've
mine
got
in chits because
4,000.
then if I open it up, I can see it in gold anyway.
You could reach the Omphalos if you pulled. I mean, I'll tell you right now, to travel a sector on a private charter, average running price is anywhere from 15,000 to 20,000. To travel 2 sectors, which is what you need to do to reach the Omphalos, because one sector would just get you to dead space. It wouldn't be dead space, but it's unpopulated space. Although it is controlled space, it's things like planets that have an atmosphere or planets that may not have an atmosphere, that have resources there you can scavenge and supply and mine and things like that. It's not necessarily like if you end up stuck in space, it's not like you're stuck. You know, there's plenty
There
to
are
find and
things
do.
around, but not like notable.
But yeah, if you wanted to get all the way to the Omphalos, you're going to need a very, very good charisma, like persuasion check, or you're going to need someone who is able to, take you at a slightly lower fare. So, I mean, how much did everyone have signed off? I think if everyone got 4,000 off the bat, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's like 20 there, bang. So that's your 1 sector solid. If you want to go for a further sector to the Omphalos, you would expect it to be the same again.
Yeah. I've got about 5,800 chits at the moment.
I have 5,235.
5,200.
Worry at 20 and 1 silver. Because that's untraceable money.
It is untraceable. It sounds like you probably have enough to at least go 1 sector from the Carius Nebula, but it won't take you to a capital or a homeworld from there. It's very expensive charter ship. It's the kind of thing where you might be better like pooling the money if you can get to the Omphalos and then definitely get that secure. You could definitely try to go to the spaceport, try to convince someone. Maybe you can a trade ship who's already going there. They will not have anywhere near the security or defenses. When I say charter, I mean I'm gonna book a fucking taxi who's gonna get me there. No problem. There's not going to be fucking anything that we come up against in a battle. They will deal with. There's going to be no risk of getting raided. That's perfectly secure. Lower price points exist, but they are not safe necessarily.
I might know a guy, but I don't know if he's on.
Whenever
Probably
we
not.
ever
Sorry, can I just quickly check something?
Yep.
You know the ship's passage feature?
Yep.
Does that carry over onto ship travel at the moment?
It does not carry over because it is specifically dealing with, I'm going to say for yourself, it's specifically dealing with Duragar.
Right, okay.
So I think a lot of your time, although you're a sailor and all that kind of thing, it's more the respect of you left your planet with a group of people, and it's more like, hey, they all scattered and spread out. It's yeah, this fucking captain of a ship, we go way back. It's like one of those. It's we go way back. It's not everyone, because obviously free.
It's like a percentage die, kind of one
it
in.
is definitely a
50
percentage roll.
chance.
See if fucking someone rocks up and can be a boon for you. And every time you find someone, to give you an idea, it would start off at maybe a 10% chance, and every time you did it, it would get 10% more. And once you got someone, it go right back down to 10%. So it's still usable, still viable. But it might be yeah, I know a guy. This is the guy. Sweet sound. It might go off without a hitch a little bit, and then they might get you to deep space. Okay, pay us the money now, or we leave you here on this fucking planet. It's like, oh,
Mm.
we didn't have a contract or anything that would like, you know, protect me from this, or you know, anything, or like AS, or anything, like, you know, things like magical contracts
Yeah.
exist to like protect people. Like, and if you lack that protection because you're doing a favor, you know, there's risks involved as well. So you need to make sure the people who you're going with are people you trust. So yes, I can help in your ship. I can work on your ship and do this by X, Y, and Z. It could work, but the issue lies in more of the person who you go with may not prove to be as trustworthy as you like need them to be.
Mhm.
So yes, it does work, but I would say mechanically, like, you can try it, but like,
I know
you could
because
get
of my
stranded.
I know because of my backstory. I know a guy, but it's whether or not he just dropped me off and flew off, or whether or not he stayed for a bit.
Regardless, the second Atlas has chits in hand, she will start asking around about how much it would cost to get to the Omphalos.
The Omphalos from here, a flat cost of with reliable captains, 40k.
Okay.
How much would a shield and some armor cost me?
A shield and some armor. It depends on the armor.
Upon hearing 40k, she will get quite panicked.
A shield would cost 10 gold pieces or 1,000 chits. The armor, again, it depends entirely on what armor.
Yeah. Give me a second. Armor. Are they similar to Roll20 prices, or are you doing
Yes,
your
they'd
own
be the same.
prices?
Just convert them to chits, so add 2 zeros
Yeah.
on the end of gold pieces, and you'll see what they are.
Mm, yeah, I
you.
can't afford most of these.
You said I mean, you don't have any armor at the minute because you're unarmed.
Yeah. Can Cyrus go and buy a decent shield though?
Yep. 1,000 chits, and you can get a good shield for it.
So
And increase your armor class by 2.
1,000 chits removed and a standard shield added.
Also, how long do they expect the airspace to be closed for?
They don't know, but you are anyone. If you charter someone, or you agree to like,
No, not for us leaving. Before they start letting folks in, do they know how long?
they're not sure yet. They still need to reassess their threat.
Okay.
This is like the day of the first
I'm just
big win.
keeping an eye on
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. But they are not sure yet. They are not sure yet.
Can't seem to find prices.
Suppose I'll just turn to the group, albeit before
If
people
you click
before
on the
people
item
scatter.
will, it'll say how much GP they're worth.
On which
So if you
one?
want-
On
managing.
Roll20?
What are you looking for?
Armor. Studded armor.
Armor. So go to manage inventory, click on filter by armor, and
Yeah.
then if you see a piece of armor and click on it, it'll
Got it.
say like
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah, the cost is blank.
Oh no, that might be the like if you're looking at armor
there it
gleaming,
is.
that'll be blank. Breastplate has a price on it.
Yeah, I've got it here now.
They're expensive.
It's not cheap. Armor's not cheap.
45. So I could buy them, but it would
Yeah,
wipe
so-
me out pretty heavily.
Yeah, that's why I was like, do I go for armor and a shield and completely square one, or do I just like get a decent shield?
So to remind
Which
you,
is
you were given the 4,000 chits each, and you were offered transport to any of the other sky cities. That's free. The transport to every sky city is free, but chartering a Tev will cost money. If you spoke to someone like the Chancellor, she would express worry about the other sky cities. She would particularly express worry about
He did
Tilim.
say they were in the other cities.
She
The
would
guy.
if you approach the Chancellor
What's
after
his
the
face?
ceremony or another time, like, you know, ask for advice, she would say that she particularly worried about Tilim because Tilim was the most magically enhanced and the first flying city. And you would
So
assume
the elves might be
you would assume
targeting.
yeah, you would assume like where this came from with the other sky cities. Potentially, there could be more rewards. But there's with the sky cities, be like if you want to consider the other one, I'll walk you through or the other one as well. Give me a moment, fill it up.
So,
I've just looked at the time as well now. Video.
Yeah, I'm about to wrap up now. I'm just trying to work out what the fuck you guys want to do next. Because if you're like, I want to go to this
Yeah.
one instead, then I need a plan
You
for
need a
different things.
plan.
So
like as the group is kind of before they go off on scattered, I'll just be like, so what is the plan now? Does anyone want to, like, me personally? The more money I can make, the better. And if the other cities have problems, then they'll probably have a similar reward.
Well, apparently I need to make 40k before I can get out of here, so...
Money is good. I think I want to stay here for a little while. I've only been here a short little while on this planet. But first things first, I need to sleep.
I don't necessarily have a course that I am following. I'm happy to go where the money is good.
If we have traveled to one of the other cities, then we're not moving off planet. The lockdown, it could be more weeks before it gets down. So if we can make more money, and then when it gets down, we can help you with it somewhere off this planet. I don't intend to be on this planet for no longer than I need to.
40,000 is quite a lot. Where are you going?
The Omphalos.
The Omphalos.
I, need to tell them some things. I have a report. They don't know. It's a long story. Well, it's quite a short story, but it's an embarrassing story, so... But, as long as I can get off before airspace opens up, I should be good.
I will pull Atlas to the side whenever we get a free moment. And I'll
easy to pull around.
just whenever people kind of wander off to go and purchase and look at armor and stuff, and I'll be like, listen, I've spent the past 10 years on ships, not really calling anywhere home. My need to do things in this world rely on one person in particular, and I'm going to need money and a ship of my own and a crew of my own to reach that. So until that point, then I will go where you go, and I will help with whatever you need. As long as there is a chance to make money, then you have my sword.
Are we friends now? Does he we're friends?
I would say so, yes.
Okay. Then you have.
And I will offer out my a handshake. I'll offer out a handshake.
She hugs you.
Beros will hug back.
In the corners, just Cyrus going,
You're like,
Maybe the others can help too.
I'll explain later what I'm running from. I made a really stupid call, but I don't know why I did what I did, and that's why I'm not telling anyone why I did what I did, because I feel like the next question will be why, and I don't have an answer for it, and I'm meant to have an answer, but I don't yet.
It is okay not to have an answer, and you don't have to tell me. Your secrets are your own. Don't tell anyone, but I'm technically a pirate, not a privateer. So I've not always been on the right side of the law, and so I understand.
Missing. Technically. I'm missing and people are looking for me, and I'm acting like they're bad people, but they're just worried. But if they catch me, I will not see the sky again in my entire life.
Well then, we will call them bad people. Whatever it is to make you be able to see the sky. My home planet Lush is beautiful, but I do not regret leaving it for one moment. I have traveled space for 10 years, and every star is as beautiful as the next. And I would not give that up for anything, so I understand.
We should probably make sure Cyrus isn't like murdering a blacksmith for a shield or something.
Yeah, most likely. He does get very angry, especially if any of those blacksmiths mention his horn.
He's very self-conscious about that.
Yeah, I joke, but it's a pretty fucking good horn. I have two, and it's I don't like to say, but it's more impressive than mine. It's got color. Mine is just one color.
Do you think he ever leans against a mirror so he can just...
Probably. and that's someone who spends a lot of time looking in mirrors.
Yeah, they don't offer much to me at this point.
But we better make sure that he does not bash anyone. He looked a little frustrated in that last fight.
A little irate.
I both love it and hate it.
And I will go and find the rest of the crew.
Perfect. Yeah, you are put up in a temporary residence as the tavern Gallandans that you were saying was dealt with, unfortunately by the fact that it is a 90-degree angle.
Hard to sleep in, unless you're a bat.
So you're actually put up in one of the council residences, which is just kind of like a grand, like almost like a guest house where a diplomat would come reside.
Fancy.
It's very nice. It's very fancy. There's no servants or anything of that sort, but it is very plush. There is rooms for each of you.
Cyrus gets his own room.
Yep.
And he doesn't have to pay for it.
Every room has an ensuite with bath,
Washes the blood
private
off.
washroom, and you are treated, at least for a while, probably the best you have ever been treated in your life for most of you.
Yeah.
This is the
most of us.
equivalent of aristocratic living, so it would be if 10 gold pieces a day, or that is what, 1,000 chips a day. A 1,000 chips a day of fucking cost, which is insane when you put to the fact that like 2 silver is like a skilled worker's wage for a day, normally. So you're running over what 500 times that.
Does every room have a complimentary tray of biscuits?
Or butter.
It better
Because
do.
No, but it does have a tray of butter.
no, because of the Chancellor's influence, yes, there's many biscuits and teas and fancy coffees and things all to be
Out
built
of the kitchenette.
Yeah, there is. It's not. It's more like an Airbnb than a hotel, but a very bougie
Yeah.
one.
Bougie Airbnb.
I may need an extra day just to throw up all of the biscuits I eat.
But you have a lovely time. You know, you rest, recuperate, and you can all get the benefits of a long rest. For
Amazing.
saving,
More wild.
well, Unarith, you all will level up to level 3.
Yeah.
And you now have a choice. Do you wish to pool what you have and venture out into the expanse, although with no solid destination in mind? It may be taxing or troublesome, there may be problems along the way. You can set a goal like the Omphalos, but you may not reach there necessarily with this level of cash. You may get abandoned or stuck, and it may lead to a whole other series of adventures. Or do you stick with what we know so far You take the Chancellor up on her free transport, a sky ship journey to one of the other sky cities, either Tilim or the other one I believe is called Bolaya, both of which are two fairly advanced cities. Bolaya slightly less advanced than Olal Onarif, but still, on the grand scheme of things, pretty far going. And see about dealing with further threats from the Dryad's tears, or do you simply dust your hands of that fight and leave it? Is it even your battle to be involved with? And do you want to strike out on your own in the skies? I don't need an answer right now, but I will need one probably by tomorrow morning so I can prep.
I think we're probably sticking on the planet, right? At least.
Yeah, I think we're
I don't know
Yeah.
what
heading
city
towards
we're
the
going
city.
to, but like.
I would at least like to know if you want to go to Tilim. So I'll give you a little rundown. Tilim is the more arcanically advanced of the two cities. It was the original floating city of the High Elves. Balaya is the youngest city of the High Elves, but it is probably more interesting because Balaya, being a more recent development, the engine system there is more advanced. It actually can control its orbit. So it can adjust its pathways and things like that.
She was worried about the more magic one, wasn't she?
She was more magical. The more magic one was more powerful, and like yeah, there's definitely more fears there. She advised you to check out Tilm. Especially because Tilim helped Balaya build its system. So things like Balaya being able to move, it's likely that the next city to do so will probably be Tilim because they probably have like documents and blueprints and understanding of that kind of thing. But you're currently Oel Onarif is the capital, so it is actually the biggest of the three. So you are in the capital right now. The other
Big
two,
city.
I will say notably, do not have starports. So if you go there,
We gotta go back here.
you're gonna
when
have
we
to
wanna
come
leave.
back here to charter a ship, which is very easily done. You just charter a
So,
sky ship.
We
It
have
it
to
will
end up
cost you
back
more
here
money.
anyway.
Is want to RP this or just make a decision?
I'm happy to open the phone. It's 11:30. I know people like to go to bed, so we can always pause it and come back to it next week. And we can leave it as it is. But just I need to roughly have a rough idea of what the fuck we're doing because
I think going to the city's the best. If it's more risk of danger, we need to help them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That would be my vote as well.
It wouldn't hurt to earn a bit more coin before trying to charter a venture. We could possibly
We
get
can't do anything until the
further.
lockdown, so we would be sitting around kind of looking for small work until the lockdown lifts. Anyway, and it's
I will
always
say
good to have.
there could potentially be like if you want to stay on Olanarf, that is definitely a choice. There is things like getting the Moon Isle stable again. There is plenty still to do here. If you do not wish to leave the capital, I'm not railroading you. This is a complete open world choice. But I just need to know what the fuck you want to do, so I can plan it. Otherwise, you will do nothing.
I think the mages and all have this situation under control. Maybe if we can get ahead of this priest and help the other cities.
Personally, I would rather not be in a city with a sky pod when that thing opens again.
Well then,
Puts
I
me
would
at
also like to
distance.
speak with the priest and remind him of Sapana's will.
Teachings. It does seem like he needs a quick refresher course on that.
Well, remind him of Saparna's teachings or introduce him to Morana. Either of those I'm happy with.
I can give him a personal introduction to Morana.
I could get behind that.
We don't know what city he went to.
We can ask the sheriff if there's been sighting of him in other districts and cities.
Yeah, if they put out the word for a manhunt, might be a good idea.
Someone who vanished would need an Arcana check if they'd like.
I started trying to level up.
I have
So did
0
I.
Arcana modifier. It's not going to be me.
I have +1.
It's better than 0.
Do you want to do better than +1?
Let me see.
Oh, you're all
For which one?
stupid. It's great.
Nope.
No
For
one
what?
has
Believe-
intelligence.
Believe in the dice. What? You can't-
Intelligence, I have a
You're a
15.
cleric.
Oh, there you go. He probably
She's
has good
not
Arcana.
smart. She's got wisdom. Don't.
Arcana,
No,
I
no,
have a
no,
+2.
Go for it.
Even-
+2.
What do you want me to do? Just roll
Oh,
it?
Arcana check
I
advantage.
love that clerics don't have to be intelligent.
Advantage.
Because Meriwether had a flat roll for religion.
Advantage.
Stop fighting.
There you go. Natural 20.
Holy shit,
He
okay.
knows so much shit about arcane stuff.
Vulgir, this is outside of your arcade prowess and outside the prowess of most of your allies, but there is a spell called
Locate person?
No. It is
Locate.
trace
Evil priest.
teleportation.
Ah, so we could work out where he went.
You could, if it is cast in the right way, it's a ritual, it takes a long time to cast, and basically it picks up the residual arcane energy in an area. You could use it to narrow down at least to, and yeah, like a location
Like a
where he might
city.
have gone. A city, perhaps, yeah.
Do we want to try and find a mage who could cast that and then
Okay.
follow this guy?
I think that's the best protocol.
He definitely seems like he's like leading shit, so I feel like wherever he's going, something's gonna be happening.
Yeah, if he's powerful enough to cast teleport, then he's definitely powerful enough to be leading some of these monkeys.
Perhaps the shopkeeper from the Temple of the Watcher could assist us. He seems quite archaic in nature.
Yeah, because he's old.
'Cause he knows a lot of magics and he makes magical shit. That's why.
We could also ask the city, like they have
They
have an
mages
interest.
holding up the Moon Island shit.
Detective-
I will
Detectives!
say, with a nat 20, it's a level 5 spell.
That's not that
Level 5
high.
ritual, it takes 6 hours to
There's
cast.
probably a mage who does that.
We need a detective looking for the matchstick
Detective.
box.
Should we do that? Try and find someone who can cast that, and then chase him where he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. So, with that in mind, you are going to hunt a mage. You could hunt a teleport spell. And then from there, we'll see where we go. And that is where we're going to stop for today. All of you, would you get a long rest before you level up? So you may level up for the start of the next session. We will be back next week. I will be back tomorrow night for Dragon Heist in the same place, at the same time, with the other group, who are really the fucking bane of my existence at this point, like Jesus Christ. But life goes
Why?
on.
What are they doing?
Oh god, so many horrible things.
War
The
crimes.
previous session, we fucking like nearly killed some kids. It's it's a real time. It's a real time there.
All I'm going to point out is the orphans.
We don't talk about the orphans.
You guys also,
Never.
you're not scot-free at killing kids. Don't fucking get on a high horse. Everybody kills some kids sometimes in D&D. It just happens, okay? It's one of those things.
You gotta murder a couple orphans to make an omelet.
Sometimes you gotta just give 100 orphans whips for good advertising.
We didn't
sometimes
murder any
some
of those. They might have murdered some people with those.
They probably
but
kill people with those whips.
Also, we did not
might
give
have-
them those whips.
Well,
Orphan Revolution inspired
An
by
NPC,
we need-
an NPC I created and gave control to you gave them those whips.
sounds like you give orphans whips. If you follow the backtrack long enough, sounds like you give those orphans whips.
I made Diero exist, which you have to admit was one of your favorite NPCs to be.
He was very fun to play. But anyway, regardless, that's a past campaign for a past time. We will be back next week with this story, and I'll be back tomorrow with different stories. Until then, take it easy. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, of course, to quick little fucking rundown here of the crazy motherfucker who dropped a lovely 10k bits earlier. to Medicio. What the fuck, dude? Like, Jesus Christ, it caught me so off guard at the
That's
moment.
a significant amount of pizza.
Yeah, I misread it as 1,000 bits and was still blown away, and then I realized what it was later on during the break and was like fucking mesmerized. The next magic item I invent, I will name after you. I'll put it in.
You gotta give it.
You know what? Actually, we'll round it off. The badge of honor you all received is the badge of Mediso. And that's the honorary badge of Olinar.
Mediso badge.
That's a pretty good place. So the badge of Mediso, I'm gonna write it down in my notes. It's in there. What the fuck?
I think it's in everyone's notes now.
Yep. He's immortalized in that
have you seen my Mediso badge? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I know he's no longer looking, but maybe he'll drop back in and he'll catch up. I'll send a little DM as a further thanks. But Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Yeah, until then, I was wrapping up, and I'll continue wrapping up. I don't know if you had any follows or like that. It was a pretty fucking chaotic session. A lot of shit happened. My mix it up crashed, and it did not track anything after a certain point. But you know, fuck it. Life goes on. We make do. Bye-bye. We're going. I'm finally calling it. We're off. We're going. Bye.